my microphone working? There it goes, okay. Excellent! Hello! I am only slightly hungover from, Ant and I's totally real apology stream last night. Thank you. Hughes, you're proving my point that Twitch's divine duty is to throw tomatoes at the stream. That's what you're here for. My voice might be a little rough. Hello! How is everyone today? This is just gonna be a yappy drawy stream that we do sometimes. I know I've been doing a lot of reacts lately, but after the April Fool's video and everything, I'm just kinda wanna relax. We are gonna be laughing at a few things, though. I didn't like the inking job I did last time, when Lily was distracting me with her terrible opinions, so I started over. And obviously I didn't, get much further on this page because I was, like, editing like a mad woman my stupid shit post. And yes, for everyone who was confused, that Kingdom Hearts is garbage and here's why video is me, I changed my graphics for the day, to commit to the bit of making a cutting satire, lampooning how lazy and bad Lily's videos are, and various other bad faith media critics, too. Everybody's talking about the Switch 2. I barely play my Switch 1, so...
Dana_Brain sent a super chat. I was half worried you were gonna start stream in your CD voice. Anyways, what up?
Well, I could do that if I wanted to be really annoying. Though I did realize in places that I accidentally kind of sounded like Misanthropony. Because I was trying to keep the voice a little toned down. A few of the takes I did were way too over the top. The only reason I went after Kingdom Hearts is because it's Lily's hyperfixation. I actually played Kingdom Hearts 1 a lot back in the day. Like, a lot. It was, like, one of the hottest games. Kaiser has sent me something. We'll look at that in a minute. That's tradition. I don't know if I can do any Wani voices today, though. My head doesn't hurt, my voice is a bit shot. Everyone's still talking about... Deadwing Dork didn't make a sock parody, worst April Fool's ever. Oh, he didn't do anything? Sad times. Misanthropony does deserve to be made fun of, so I don't mind that I slipped into his voice by accident a few times. I don't hate Kingdom Hearts, but I think it's really dumb. And I think, like, Nomura never knows what the fuck he's doing and just makes up shit as he goes along. It's pretty obvious. And the dude was just a character designer, not a writer or director.
Miss Jasmine sent a super chat. Shows the KH garbage video to my brother. He knows nothing about Lork but loves KH. He thought it was hilarious.
That's
Smiley
high praise.
Face emoji.
That's high praise, because first and foremost, everyone's like, oh, you didn't do enough trauma dumping and stuff. First and foremost, the video was meant to be entertaining. That was the primary...
Errand Alpha Eagle sent a super chat. I heard galvanize in that vid, and I was like galvanized steel.
I may have done that on purpose, yes.
Peary sent a super chat. Sorry to hear your channel was hacked by Lily's deranged cousin. Hope YouTube fixes their system so this doesn't happen again.
Come on, YouTube. What are you doing? My channel totally got taken over by a real person.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. 2 bombs wasn't in
I'm glad that joke played. I tried to do the line read in a way that would be obvious it was a fucking joke, making fun of Lily's, like, casual racism in her videos. There's just a buildup of casual racism throughout the whole thing until I get to that punchline. I'm pretty proud of myself. I don't usually write scripts, but it was pretty fun to do, but don't expect more scripted content out of me anytime soon. You can DM me, yeah, you forgot, but now you remembered what you were gonna say. Let me get up what Kaiser sent me first.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. I love that April Fool's video. I love the fusion, to the point I drew it, and the fact that the game broke at one point. Was that part on purpose?
No, the game breaking was not on purpose. That actually happened when I was streaming the game to get footage. And everybody who was at that stream was like, this has to go in the April Fool's video. And I was like, yes, you are correct. I actually have a clip of that. I'll show it in a minute. I made a clip to show somebody what I was talking about.
Kitten Fart sent a super chat. Everyone really fell for the galvanized engagement bait, and I'm here for it.
Ah, yes, maybe I'm very clever or something. I get you guys to comment by doing things purposefully to be silly.
Hazaki Kentai sent a super chat. Everybody talks ab Lily, but I don't see a lot on MK, aside from Kaiser Shu. Feel like she's just as bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's no real reason to talk about Lily's wife. I mean, for one thing, I always feel like going after a person's spouse is a little unsporting. At least that's what I felt in the beginning. But, like, McKay doesn't do a whole lot. Like, what would even be the point? It was, Kaiser Shonen had a problem with her arcane opinions specifically. That's why he covered that video. Apparently we're not doing a mandatory Wani reading. Kaiser hasn't sent me anything. I mean, I can try, but like I said, my voice is a little shot today. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay, this is cool. Well, first we'll look at what Kaiser sent me, and then we'll look at what, MB Hughes just sent me. Where is my thingerbobber? Hang on a second. I'm very organized here as usual. Enjoy the night's music. Let's get the Stractotron up. Zoop. I guess this is kind of a comic dub. Like, I don't get why everyone is freaking out. What is even a yaoi paddle? And then I'm just like staring. I'm staring like I've been through war. Because I was there in the fandom in the early 2000s. I know. I went to Anime Weekend Atlanta every year for a while in the early 2000s. I know. I've seen things. So... What does it say? Baka datebayo kawaii kia-sama desu.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Last night I felt your pain recape shit. Can't read ongoing. Only specific runs and writers.
Yeah.
That said, never not let Magneto be a Holocaust survivor.
Yeah, by the end of the stream, Ant and I just dropped the bit entirely and we were watching Lily's Magneto video and I was talking about how I can never get into cape shit.
Red Draws sent a super chat. Between you and Nintendo, I'm spoiled stream-wise.
Yay! I didn't watch the Nintendo Direct, but everyone's very excited about it. I'm happy for you guys. I still gotta catch up with fucking normal Switch games. I'm so behind on gaming.
Owen sent a super chat. Straight tax.
Yes, correct. I need all straight people to give me a tax because Casey Anthony says she's a LGBT advocate. All you straight people owe me recompense.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Accurate.
Yes, very accurate. Very accurate. If anyone went to cons around 2000 through 2010, you experienced this. Anyways, here's something MB Hughes sent me, which is a still oversimplification of how the animation pipeline works, but and this is specifically for like 3D, it looks like. But yeah, because we went over this before. Lily does not understand how long animation takes and everything that goes into it, and all the steps it has to go through. Like, writing is the first thing that happens, so they can't just go change it.
Hazaki Kentai sent a super chat. Draw.
I will. I'm getting there. We're going over a few things first, guys, okay? And yeah, Kaiser, I know the 1,000-yard stare war meme. But I'll show it to everybody else. This is what Kaiser was aping.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. Will Pan Ace tax do?
Sure, why not? Yeah. Just give me money for reasons. That's how it works, right? You just go on the internet and say, I'm gay, give me money. Seems to work for other people. Thank you, guys. No Smash? No Smash at the Switch Nintendo Direct? Really? That's surprising. Okay, let's go over Lily first, because I think Lily's is still a little more unpalatable, and then we'll laugh at Shad. Because Shad. Anyway, let me close these tabs. So, a little while ago... Oh, I think this is it. I was trying to find her name in here.
Werewolf Hours sent a super chat. Where's the Pixie times Midori art Sai?
I started drawing it. I didn't like how it was coming out. I will definitely draw that eventually, but editing the video took precedent over, like, goddamn everything. So...
Sawesomeness sent a super chat. Committing straight tax fraud. This is fake money.
I will take your Monopoly money. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Anyway, so this is a Reddit account called Sorfabuna, which apparently is a known sock puppet of Lily's, and somebody discovered recently that she's been using it again for the last, like, couple of years. And it's just a treasure trove. And you can tell it's her. You can tell it's her.
Dana_Brain sent a super chat. Happy Autism Awareness Day.
Yay! Everybody be aware of me and donate to me instead of Autism Speaks. Sadie! Dog is barking.
Hazaki Kenta sent a super chat. It's so funny that I used to think the super chats were annoying and now I am the super chats.
Yeah, see, aren't they fun? Aren't they fun? You guys get to throw in your 2 cents, like, literally.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. Thanks for reminding me werewolf hours.
I also love when you guys talk in the super chats to each other. That's pretty funny. There was like proof that cinched that it was her.
Twiz the Tune sent a super chat. The video was missing a CD. That's you.
Well, no, that's my bit. Lily doesn't do that to herself. Let's see. There was like, she posted. Oh, here's some Midori X Pixie art somebody else did.
Owen sent a super chat. Solid Lily versus Liquid CD.
Yeah, right? Yeah. If you guys don't know, when we were watching Lily's video on Avatar Pavi, she had this quote-unquote joke where she slaps Pixie the Wholesome Girl really hard, and then Pixie is flinching every time she raises her hand after that. And we decided we needed to rescue her from Lily and rescue Midori from Yandev, and now they're gonna be girlfriends. So this is this is what we have started. New crack ship, guys. New crack ship dropped.
Arsonist sent a super chat. It's Autism Awareness Day. I'm that. Pay attention to me.
Yeah, I wasn't even aware. I don't know if you guys could hear her with the new mic, but there's probably a package being delivered.
Miss Jasmine sent a super chat. Even Sadie wants to celebrate autism awareness. Dog
Honestly,
emoji, purple heart emoji.
It's funny, she probably, if she had been trained better, she probably could have been like a service dog or something, because I remember when I was having a real stressful time building my computer for the first time, was just lying on the floor. Sadie was just like sitting diligently next to me like, you okay? You okay?
Hazaki Kenta sent a super chat. More like angels fart in gaming. JK, they're cool.
Yes, keep giving me money to insult each other through the super chats. That'd be great. I'm gonna pause them for a little second though. Hey, thank you, Anthony. One day I will customize my member tiers. I will. I promise. I'll get to that eventually. Anyway. So yeah, idiotically, Lily posted her exact custom Dragon Age character under the sock puppet, so we absolutely know for sure it's her. They knew it was her originally, like the farms thread. They already found this one, but nobody noticed she had been using it again.
Anthony Gramaglia sent a super chat. I for one think taking control over Lily's creative work and making it our own is a form of power.
Yes, in a way. Because the thing about Lily is, the thing that annoys her the most is being really silly at her. You can insult her, you can call her immoral. That doesn't faze her. But being really, really silly at her, that rustles her jammies. So...
Hazaki Kenta sent a super chat. Hey Aunt, nice to see you here.
Everybody's just talking through the supers now. Thank you for your support, guys. Especially when it's for the bit. Always good. Hang on, pausing them again. So, I did go through the sock puppet a bit. I did want to read this post that was like, what is a lolcow? A lolcow is a victim of internet stalking, a person who has been targeted by a community of stalkers for nebulous reasons. Being trans, being disabled, being LGBT. Yeah, because you definitely haven't insulted people who are all those things, Lily, or misgendered trans people, or made fun of people with disabilities, or been really, really homophobic. You've never done those things, Lily. And it was mercilessly harassed to get more reactions to document. Lily has this strange idea that a lot of other people seem to, that other people make someone into a lolcow, rather than a lolcow is just an eccentric weirdo on the internet whose antics are so amusing that people will just watch them freak out. And yeah, sometimes people touch the poop and they really shouldn't. But most of the times, people are lolcows because of the actions they take, not the actions other people take. Like, honest to God. Why do stalking communities do this? Obsessive and parasocial relationships mostly. They, the stalkers, are not mentally stable people, so they look for people they can deem worse than them and target them. Yeah, how dare they target me for being a bad person? Can you believe that behavior?
Vanderwood's wife sent a super chat. Silliness is her weakness because she has none.
Yes, and I am just entirely made of silliness, so there's that. I gotta let these supers come through.
Underscore cocky on underscore sent a super chat. Happy Autism Awareness Day from a fellow autist.
Yay, we're all autistic today. Everyone is, it's like St. Patrick's Day. Everybody is autistic on Autistic Awareness Day. Oh my god, there's so many supers.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. Gosh darn you Hasaki Kintai, I'm crying Xtivit darn it, I wish I thought of the CD that's yo when I drew my Chromansai fusion fan art.
You can always draw more!
Hazaki Kintai sent a super chat. What should you do if you notice yourself showing lolcow symptoms?
Immediately seek help, you know? I don't know how, well see, lolcows are not self-aware though, that's the problem.
Kitten Fart sent a super chat. Ah, yes. Defending the definition of lolcow instead of denying she's a lolcow.
Yeah, people are only lolcows because of other people, not because of their own stupid, terrible actions.
Errand Alpha Eagle sent a super chat. Everyone talking to each other through the super chats is like a form of stray attacks. Just like this very super chat.
Yeah,
coincidental enough.
Yes, exactly. You're all being very good allies right now.
Karant sent a super chat. I assume you heard about Val Kilmer's passing?
I didn't, actually. Thank you for letting me know through a super chat. That's... Really? When did that happen? That sucks.
Not Here sent a super chat. I want to have a TED Talk so I can release bees into the audience.
Yeah, perfect. It's like that Oprah gif. Just bees. Oh, now I'm sad. Your Val Kilmer passed away, though.
Dana underscore Brain sent a super chat. Go Psy Scribbles. Use silly attack. It's super effective.
I am basically a Pokemon, aren't I? Should have say Psy. Anyway, Val Kilmer had the audacity to pass away on April Fool's Day when no one would believe it. Christ. He's only 65? Oof, man. That sucks, man. Now this is gonna be a hot button issue in this next super, but I'll let it come.
Lovix the Great sent a super chat. According to Courtney, you and Ant pretending to like Lo makes you P3D0 cosplayers and profiting off of child abuse frown.
No, see, that's not even what the fuck she's talking about, because if you guys don't know, last night Ant and I did a stream on his channel where we pretended to be super apologetic to Lily and called her a genius. But what Courtney is mad at is me doing the Lily Orchard bit, because apparently doing a satiric parody of someone who has tried to destroy your channel and has doxed you means you're a fan. I don't know where she's getting that fucking logic from, but maybe she should get off the internet for a little bit, because, you know, I'm very close to no longer being polite.
Bean sent a super chat. Would you rather be stuck in a room with Chris-chan or Lily?
Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Maybe Chris-chan, but the smell. Ugh. It's between the smell or the yapping.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Left over from last week. Frike literally couldn't plan for Korra post book 1. Hopefully more time to cook will lead to better execution for Seven Havens /
I don't know, because they're just doubling down on all of the worst decisions they made in Legend of Korra, so I'm very skeptical.
Hazaki Kintai sent a super chat. Aaron Alpha, has your day been good today?
Thank you everyone for giving... I stole your lunch money, Op Block, you're correct. Yeah, I do that.
Werewolf Hours sent a super chat. Anyway, I am also expecting Phoenix times Senpai Yaoi as well. Chop chop, everyone.
I forgot who they're shipping Phoenix with. There's a whole multiverse AU going on in a thread in my Discord right now.
Aaron Alpha Eagle sent a super chat. Doing fine Hasaki. THX. Hyped for the Mario Kart.
Anyway, apparently Kaiser did send me a Wani dub to do. I will read that after we finish reading this post. I've paused the supers again for now. Anyway, so, yeah, so how, all these terrible people going after someone worse than them, how dare they? They then proceed to hoard every single tiny thing that can look like an act of wrongdoing to justify harassment when questioned on it. Yeah, look like. Like, we were going over her little rants that I made that crash out video from the other night. And Lily had a little slip up saying, they only go after bad trans women. I mean, trans women who appear to be bad. She basically literally did that. It's like, I'm a little too honest there for a second, weren't you? I gotta let this one come through. You guys are gonna be devastated.
Guy493 sent a super chat. You all just lost the game.
Good thing I haven't cared about the game since high school. I won it back then, so I'm exempt. Anyway, the most notable victim was Christine Chandler, a woman who was harassed and stalked for making a cringe webcomic back in the 2000s. Yeah, because that's the only thing Chris did. That's the only thing Chris did. It wasn't yelling at black kids at the card shop he went to all the time. It wasn't that future message video he thought was going to be a PSA in schools. No, he just made a cringe webcomic. That's the only reason nobody likes Christian. Yeah.
Hazaki Kentai sent a super chat. I'm terrible at Marlo Kart, but new one looks sick.
You know what's funny? I am terrible at driving in every single video game, but I am really, really good at Mario Kart. When I was a kid, I brought my N64 to a slumber party, and my friends banned me from my own console because I kept beating everybody. And when I was in New York a couple of years ago, Skrill's friend had brought her Switch, so we were just hanging out in the hotel room, playing Mario Kart. It was the first time I had played Mario Kart in years, the first time I played it on the Switch, and I was still beating everyone! I don't know what it is!
Miss Jasmine sent a super chat. I wish Bryke would make new stuff other than Atla.
I don't mind more Atlas stuff, because you can do a lot with that world, but they've basically just hit the reset button on the world, so what the fuck is the point?
Errand Alpha Eagle sent a super chat. No way Lork is defending Kreiskskin of all people. Oh no, this is a new thing, because now that Chris identifies as transgender, even though he is literally insane and deranged and was trolled into it, now he can do no wrong, because Lily has to believe if you're trans you can do no wrong, because that's her excuse for her bad behavior. Bean sent a super chat. Didn't Chris try to hit a dude with his car?
Yeah, Michael Snyder, who was chasing him out of his shop that he was banned from, and he had called the police and was trying to stop Chris and his mom from leaving, and they nearly hit him with the car. Yeah.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. Me who wanted to be friends with Christian back in the day but rejected the idea after the game's top employee thing. Yeah, just making a cringe comment.
How the hell would you ever want to be friends with Christian? Oh, so yeah, Chris pepper sprayed a GameStop employee, luckily not in the face. Mostly on the guy's shirt and at his shoes. But he's pepper sprayed the guy who was trying to get him to leave the store because Christian was going around putting little signs over the Sonic Boom games because he had a freak out that Sonic's arms were blue and not flesh colored. Yeah, so he was basically vandalizing things in the store and pepper sprayed a guy for telling him they're gonna call the cops.
Tyler Preston sent a super chat. As a gay, was Willow from Buffy coming out accurate or not? Personally, it felt completely out of nowhere. Her being bi would have made more sense.
I never watched Buffy, but
Roxanne
maybe some other people will
super
know.
Chat. Lily forgotten what Chris did to their mom?
Yeah, that too. Like, Chris raped his mom, it seems. He admitted to doing it. And there's evidence that he was vaguing about it to other people before that chick even got him to say it out loud, so it's not like she convinced him to do it, you know?
Hazaki Kentai sent a super chat. No Jasmine, you see they're both white and male, so by the decree of Lork they no longer have the right to creativity.
I guess that's right. Yeah, exactly. That's what Lily
Wilkins
thinks.
Coffee sent a super chat. Carl, please show the anti-abuso Discord thread.
Oh god, okay, let me see if I can get Discord on screen real quick. I don't even know what you guys are doing in there anymore. Where is it even? Where is it even? Oh god, I can't even find the thread. I forget what chat it was a subthread in, actually.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat, because back then I was Steven levels of naive and said I relate to them and maybe if they just had a friend, they won't be bad. I was stupid, okay?
No, I mean, a lot of people over the years have tried to help Chris Chan, and they all inevitably get completely frustrated and fed up, and Chris is an asshole to them. Even with the house fire. Like, Chris's house caught on fire. And a bunch of trolls, including the owner of the Kiwi Farms, sent him a giant care package for him and his mom. And Chris's first reaction was, you didn't sign the money order correctly. Which they had, but that was like Chris's first reaction, is to just insult people for not sending the money correctly, so he thought. Yeah, so Chris Chan is a bad person. Like, honestly. Okay, I can't find this fucking thread.
Hazaki Kentai sent a super chat. Okay, I'm not privy to the Chris Ken lore and I don't want to be. But he did what?
Thank you, Bella. It's down in promo, okay? Oh, yeah. That's a recent development. That was in 2021, and Chris actually went to jail for 2 years, but was ultimately, the charges were dropped and he got time served, basically. So, yeah. Honestly, I thought Chris was gonna go to an institution at that point, but... You know, why would anything sensible happen? Why would the government do their fucking job for adult and senior protective services? Why would they do that? Anyway, let me just very quickly get Discord up here so I can show you guys the sheer unadulterated creativity going on. Here we go. So, it's in streamer mode. It's taking over everything. Hang on a second. Put this down here. Okay. No, I'm floating. I didn't plan this out very well. Anyway, so I'll just show you guys this real quick. Everyone is like coming up with their own crack shit multiverse outfit ideas, backstory ideas. I guess Midori's related to Deku now. It's been This is completely out of my hands, guys. I just start things. I just say something, and bullshit happens. It's kind of an amazing superpower I have.
Hazaki Kentai sent a super chat. Wait, this is perfect. Say 2 years wasn't enough. In the CD voice.
2 years wasn't enough! Anyway, so... I think this is everyone looking up, like, her known backstory, but yeah, so now, Pixie and Midori are in their 20s, they met in college, and they're dating now.
Super chat. What are the odds that the Sonic medallions have become an actual cursed artifact? They
No!
need to be thrown into a volcano to banish the Sonic demon.
Well, just look what happened to Nick Rekieta, they definitely are cursed. He mysteriously got a Sonic medallion in the mail, and his life fell apart after he put it on. Oh, God. Terrible. Alright, where did I even put Discord? Okay, let's get rid of that now. I will make sure I put it down, though, so it's like in the right spot next time.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Chris has tried to walk back the mother ape situation, but I now know too much about Chris's behavior and they were definitely telling the truth.
Oh yeah, there's... Yeah. Now he's trying to say, oh no, I was just helping her spiritually rejuvenate herself. There was no sex at all. And maybe it was in an alternate dimension or something, but yeah. Anyway, enough about Chris. Let's get back to Lily.
Henry Nelson sent a super chat. Love the gag in the vid where you complain about an emulator bug. Was that planned?
No. Okay, right. I gotta show you guys that. I did make a clip of what happened. Let me find it because I know I showed it to my friends recently. Here we go. Oh God, we're in heaven with the floating gorillas. Guys, what is happening? Guys, where are we? We're stuck to me. We're stuck in purgatory. Huh? We're going to gorilla heaven. Goodbye. But yeah, we were joking because earlier in the stream, can I go to the full video? Earlier in the stream, I was saying I hate Phil Collins' music, and then this happened, and we all decided it was karma. I actually beat the boss like this, though. I did. And then the game crashed. And I wasn't emulating it. I actually bought the collection on Steam. The collection on Steam, though, crashes a lot. Like, a lot. And this game didn't autosave because it's from fucking 2002. No, we're gonna go to Halloween Town this weekend. I promise. We'll do one more Kingdom Hearts streams. We'll go to Halloween Town this weekend. Maybe Friday. And then, we'll be voting on game streams. Because I don't think I'm gonna play the whole game on stream. I don't think the jank controls are just that the game is old. I think it's something about the final mix version. You know? I don't know, something doesn't feel right. Or maybe I'm just dumb and you really couldn't play the first game without targeting. It feels like you have to target, you know? Like, damn. Back!
Jordan Burke sent a $2 super chat. This level doesn't let you fling poo at him. 0-10.
Oh, I think we have a bit of a background glitch, guys. Yeah.
Oh, it's David, stop glitching!
And we're hearing the super chats from that stream. But yeah, everybody who was there that night was like, this has to make it into the April Fool's video somehow. So I obliged.
Fun with face emoji sent a $1.99 super chat. Somebody gets.
I was calling it Gorilla Heaven here, but I ended up calling it Gorilla Valhalla in the video because it just sounded funnier. But yeah, the whole fucking level was like this. This is super duper hard mode.
Chipmanly93 sent a $2 super chat.
Oh, yeah. Phil Collins, please, I'm sorry!
Sauciness sent a super chat. Do you consider Nightmare a Tim Burton movie?
I do, because he wrote it and designed it. Even though Henry Selick did direct it. But yeah. What about Nuxtaku? I've been watching him bitch about Hassan lately.
Hazaki Kentai sent a super chat. Recoded is recoded. I haven't played the others.
Look, Nux is kind of sus, but I love people dunking on Hassan, okay? Let me have my guilty pleasures. If it's making fun of Hassan, I'm going to watch it. So, anyway, let's get back to Lily. So this was a funnier one that I found on the alt account in Gamergazi 5 years ago. So even 5 years ago on this alt account, Lily was glazing herself. Being the only major cartoon reviewer for a long time let him entrench himself. His work is only held up when there are no competition. Now that Phantom Strider, Mars, Rebel Taxi, and Lily Orchard are around, there's just more options.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. What if you wanted to criticize Phil Collins, but God said, Gorilla Valhalla?
Nux is just, he's a bit rough around the edges. He doesn't have any, like, actual allegations or anything. Just being, like, he used to do, like, some sussy anime stuff, you know, that sort of thing. But, he's dunking on Hassan, and that will always take precedent. I don't think Nux is actually into Lolly. That's Rev, who I stopped watching. No, I haven't seen the Nintendo Directs. I just hear about them later. I'm still not, like, I mean, I have a Switch, but I barely play it, so... And then here's her sock in the Baldur's Gate subreddit talking about the MON romance mod. So let's see what Totally Not Lily said about the MON romance mod, which, remember, MON is your main character's sister. And there's a mod to Romancer written by someone who famously writes incest erotica. But Lily always says that, oh no, I just like the friendship path. That's all. I just like the extra stuff it adds about MON. I never do the romance. But here's what she said on her sock puppet. Emily, no, seriously, I'm not kidding. Just on a mechanical level, it's the most in-depth and extensive character expansion mod out there. And her romance involves more than just being nice and getting nice responses in return. It digs deep into the close bond the two of them have, and really builds on the idea of not just establishing a relationship, but maintaining it. During the throw to ball, they actually feel more like a real and believable couple than most RPG romances. This brother and sister, or sister and sister, the way Lily plays. Which admittedly is a sad indictment of the industry, but I digress. Sad indictment of the industry that it doesn't have more romances. Which is interesting.
Alpha Eagle sent a super chat, considering Mr. Ender below Loric is nuts.
I don't mind Mr. Ender, he's not great, but his Technocracy videos were very good, though. He should do more stuff like that. Honestly. But yeah, so this was only a year ago, by the way. On a storytelling level, it's always interesting to me to see how whenever this mod is mentioned, people start arguing about how Emlyn and Charname aren't technically related because of something metaphysics. But this mod is almost hard-coded to punish you if you pull that shit. The only real answer to the incest issue the mod accepts is I don't care. After that point, the two of them no longer acknowledge each other as siblings, which is just basically saying, no, it's really good because it really gets in there deep with the incest.
Plushy Monster sent a super chat. Want to let you know the Patreon dislink is no work.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll upload another one. You should just be able to, what am I saying? You should be-
Hazaki Kentai sent a super chat. Lolly being mentioned made me think, thank God Shadman was booed off stage before he had the chance to draw a Lily Orchard comic.
Oh yeah, I think Nux may have been friends with Shad back in the day, but so were a bunch of other people. If you connect your Patreon account to your Discord account, it should automatically add you, but I'll put up another link after stream, because it doesn't always work for people. Just like the YouTube one, this doesn't always work for people. What's that character you just posted in, the Twitch chat, Shark Jumping Walls? It almost looks like Seedy.
Lunar Pixel sent a super chat. I love the video, but in all seriousness, if Lily ever got a hold of my fave Hades I would kilometers. She would just complain about how hard it is and zag.
Ugh, it just makes you want a kilometers, yeah.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Competition. Talking about incest. Opponent. Lily Orchard. Scully emoji.
You'd always lose. So one thing she has to her name.
Bursty sent a super chat. Thanks for being the only streamer that can keep my attention.
Hey.
Folded hands emoji. Also, did you see the Project Moon suggestion? Think you would like it, lol.
Think I saw that, but I didn't look into it yet. Sorry, I was a little distracted with my deadline for April Fools. But yeah, I've watched Nux Taku on and off over the years. I mean, he is funny, I have to admit, and also I just, like, really love anybody shitting on Hassan. That's always a good time. I'm gonna have to do a Hassan stream eventually. It's not gonna be in the voting this time, but eventually I'm gonna have to gather, like, some of his worst takes and clips or something and just talk about what a fucking dumbass he is, and what a fake he is, and what a fake leftist he is, and how he was a pickup artist grifter bro before then. He doesn't mean a single goddamn thing he says. Anyway, back to Lily. Where were we? Oh, God. I actually commend the writers for actually tackling that issue head-on rather than writing some piffy excuse. Like, oh, no, we're doing this if we're gonna take it seriously. You need to take incest very seriously, says Lily Orchard under her sock puppet.
The guy 493 sent a super chat. Nobody introduced Lore to Fire Emblem.
Those games are fucking hard. She'd never get into them. Or through them. She can barely play Kingdom Hearts, for fuck's sake.
Strava sent a super chat. CD Orchid was my April Fool's joke. Rolling on the floor laughing emoji.
Were you the one who coined the name? Because originally when I was first conceptualizing doing an April Fool's video like that, we were gonna call the parody Petunia Meadows. And then Lily changed her name to CD Call, and people started calling her Seedy, like Seedy. So, eventually it got changed. So, Philip CDI Call, yes. The fact that played properly, at least, the sadism potential on this mod is a little extreme. What does that mean? They turn out to be one of the most loving and supportive couples in the game. It's just the payoff that makes everything worth it. It makes the incest worth it. I'm definitely not just into incest to a questionable degree. And that's not even getting into the friendship path, blah, 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 blah. Who cares about that? The friendship path is the one where she has a crush on a woman who takes a potion of make you gay to become gay to be attracted to her. That's great. Yeah, the sadism potential, because one thing I know about this mod is that it adds Emoen getting raped in prison. And the person who did the rewrite of a mod actually has, like, a full-on rape fetish fanfic about Emoen. So I'm just throwing that out there. And that person also is TC Dale, who writes a lot of incest erotica. So, Lily, you're not getting out of this one.
Hazaki Kentai sent a super chat. Alright, my friend is getting on the finals. Everyone here play the finals, it's good, it's a shooter, it's good. Have fun, Sai and crew.
Thank you. I never heard of the finals. I'm not usually into shooters, but I mean, if it's good
Strava
enough.
sent a super chat. It was not XD.
Oh, was that you? Okay. We don't always remember who said what sometimes. Just things just happen. It's like magic.
Dana_Brain sent a super chat. Most of Nux's humor is like this is just like insert topical political theme here. Rule 34.8, am I right guys? After a while it gets grating.
You're not wrong, which is why I have long periods where I stop watching him, but like I said, this current just picking on Hassan, I can't resist.
It's Mohammed sent a super chat. Sorry, I'm late for stream. I had my head on a tree branch and have a headache.
Oh.
What I miss?
Did you just fall out of a tree? You didn't miss much. We're talking about Lily's sock puppet, which I already talked about on my
Miss
side
Jasmine
blog.
sent a super chat. Fire Emblem. The 3 Pegasus sisters. God PLS no.
Oh god, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But at least Fire Emblem is probably too frickin' hard for Lily to get into. And then this was found. There was another sock puppet that this sock puppet responded to. And this was so clearly Lily. And somebody got it up with, Undit, which can bring back, deleted Reddit posts. So, Lily pulled her old RVI stick. Remember that RVI video we saw where Lily pretends a concerned father messaged her, a YouTuber, privately to ask what to do about his children doing incest? Remember that? She did a redux of that.
John Williams sent a super chat. Nux seemed to have just been a fan he should not named. Nux is the dangers of porn addiction does to you.
Yeah, like, I mean, he's done a lot of, like, gooner shit in the past, but, like I said, he can be funny, though, and just, like, I just listen to people shit on Hassan, okay? Leave me alone!
Pixel sent a super chat. They would be too anime for her TBH.
Yeah, that's true. Except we know she likes anime because she's really, really into a lot of hentai tropes. And knows them intimately. You can't tell me you don't goon to hentai, Lily. For fuck's sake. Anyway, I'm not gonna read the whole thing. But this is another one where Lily has taken the situation of her molesting her sister when they were teenagers and tried to turn it around and say, oh, it was blackmail, I'm actually the victim here, you know, which is incredibly unlikely, and a lot of people in the thread point that out, and point out how this sounds like a fake story. If you go to the Purple Demon Lily posting blog, you can read it for yourself, but long story short, this is obviously Lily on a throwaway dad woes. Because again, her other sock puppet responded to this saying, oh, you're so brave, you know? Saying that, basically describing the situation of what Lily did to Courtney, but again, reversing the roles like she did with that don't move thing she uploaded on AO3, which really should be reported because it's describing a real-life rape, so it shouldn't be up there. I'm just saying, if you want to go report that, so yeah, it's all clear bullshit. But there was a really funny thing that happened here. So and this was only like a year ago. This isn't even the first time Lily has, like, LARPed as her own father, basically, either. Yeah, she had to, like, message Courtney's boyfriend, pretending to be their dad, and it was so obvious it was her. Like, she's so stupid. So, yeah, and, like, so somebody questions how, they're not supporting the kid who supposedly did the sex blackmail and then ran away and was on drugs, which is what she claims happened to Courtney. So people are like, why aren't you supporting that other kid? I mean, she must have been molested too to do this behavior. And here's what throwaway Dadwo says. You clearly read Tran's daughter and decided she was the real one at fault based on very little. I've done that to her more than enough for one lifetime. This is definitely how a dad asking for advice on this would fucking respond, right? And then this got deleted, I guess. They're saying, you're going to ignore the very real signs of CSA that your actual daughter is showing, blah, 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 blah. So, I guess they were being a little transphobic, but their point still stands. That you're saying only one kid is at fault here when both of these kids would be showing signs of CSA here, you know? But then we found this little Freudian slip. This is supposed to be the dad writing this, so it's like, then Casey confided in her mother about how when she was 14, Chloe had blackmailed her into an incestuous relationship by saying if Casey didn't do everything Chloe said, she'd tell me I raped her. So clearly somebody wrote this in the first person first, and then rewrote it as this dad character and forgot to edit this part. Because what does this mean? Does this mean Chloe, the blackmailing daughter, was going to tell the dad that he raped her? As if he wouldn't know if he did that? Or was Chloe going to tell the dad that he raped the other daughter, Casey? What is this? Was he gonna tell the dad that he raped the mom? What does this mean? This is obviously a glaring error. Obviously, Lily wrote this in the first place from the perspective of Casey, and went back and rewrote it as the dad, which is her old-time shtick that she did in her old RVI videos like 14 fucking years ago. And, yeah. And she just forgot to rewrite that part. Oopsie doodles. So, yeah, I know. Again, this is like the same thing she did, like, over a decade ago, doing a video of, like, a dad totally contacted me asking for advice what to do with his kids that were fucking each other and saying they love each other and they're in a relationship. Like, fucking... It's like, God... Like, I don't know who she thinks she's fooling. And everybody... Like, the only reason people found this because she responded to it with her other sock puppet. If she hadn't done that, nobody would have found this. She's so fucking stupid. But yeah, it's so obvious it's her once you read it. And then she calls the two kids... One she is claiming is sexually blackmailing the other. She calls them being separated a breakup. What the fuck father would call his two kids that are abusing each other sexually being separated a breakup? Like, as I said here, Jesus tap dancing Christ, Lily.
Vex Fidel sent a super chat. This whole thread came out 2 weeks before Lily says she told her dad, or anyone else, for that matter, so it's very obviously her testing her story.
Yeah, a lot of people speculate that, because this was, like, shortly before her big, oh, I've been harassed and stalked, and I'm totally the victim video. So she was obviously trying to test Reddit to see, you know, how believable that story was. And a few people in the comments are taking it seriously, because, you know, this is what Reddit was this? This is just an r/advice. So, I mean, people will take things there seriously, give people the benefit of the doubt. But yeah, there's a lot of people that, like, are giving, like, the throwaway dad doesn't respond to any of the actual advice. That's the real giveaway here. You know, people are commiserating, people are giving actual advice for this story that they believe is real, because why would anyone make this up? Unless they're fucking insane?
Nostalgic Nerd 90 sent a super chat. Hey Sai, I watched your video yesterday, do more.
We'll see, we'll see. I could maybe do more scripted content in the future. I have to be sufficiently motivated too, though. Otherwise, I just cut down my streams, which works out. I'm gonna be doing the Yondev ones cut down next. I was working on that, but the April Fool's video had a deadline. So I know there's a few people who are calling this out, saying this is obviously a fake story. Yeah, they're like giving actual advice based on this bullshit story. These poor fucking people. Try to find where people are like, this is fucking obviously. Here's one where it's very skeptical. Your 13-year-old daughter was blackmailing her 14-year-old then brother to have sex with her, while outwardly, through her teen years, getting good grades, having friends, and appearing normal before teetering off the ledge into homelessness and addiction as a young adult? What the fuck happened to Chloe? Also, under your oblivious nose, a 13-year-old is not to blame. Why aren't you curious about her childhood? You failed all your kids. Apologies are not meaningless if you learn them from your mistakes and can promise not to repeat them, but I'm not seeing your own insight here as to why you couldn't keep your kids safe and why you couldn't listen to them and believe them and be a person they could talk to who makes them feel safe. They all coped in their own ways. Maybe your stepson, who was older, can give you some perspective here, and you need to find Chloe and get her story. This is someone with no knowledge of Lily, no knowledge that this is a fucking put on, taking this completely seriously. You know? Like... oh god.
Space_Prince, sun with face emoji, sent a super chat. April Fool's video deadass sent me back to my KH hyperfixation.
Like I said before, I don't hate Kingdom Hearts, but I do think it's really stupid. I played 1 and 2 a lot, though, and I rage quit Chain of Memories. I played it on my GameCube with a GBA adapter, because I don't like handhelds. Yeah, don't worry, it's all fiction, says this person. Because a lot of times when you see stories on Reddit or 4chan, they're bits of creative writing, and everybody knows this, you know? Yeah, I can't believe these stories when OP doesn't engage in the comment section, and they're asking for advice but not replying to flesh out the story. Nope, it's a creating exercise. Creating writing exercise, IMO, yeah. Yeah, not even a believable creative writing exercise. Work on your character's storylines, OP! And again, these are people with no knowledge of Lily, or the context of why this story was posted. You know, it just makes it so obvious what bullshit it is, you know?
Lunar Pixel sent a super chat. I love Reddit title, but even I can't with this.
Yeah. Well, this is an advice, not even am I the asshole, but I too like am I the asshole Reddit readings sometimes, from various people. Usually that Mark Waffles guy in MK, and Red X. Yeah, I imagine they went to the same school, so it's possible they were both being essayed by the teachers. Everybody in the fucking comments is doing the sensible thing, saying, if you're telling us this 13-year-old girl was sexually blackmailing her then 14-year-old brother, she must have been being essayed too, because there's no way a child would act like that. Like, they fucking know! This doesn't make any fucking sense!
Anthony Gramaglia sent a super chat. Are you suggesting that the gaycation is fiction?
The gaycation? Where did that come from? What did I say? Let's see. Yes, I'm always the asshole, Kaiser, you're correct. That's my whole bit. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Trans pronouns, blah, 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 which aren't really relevant here. Starlight Dad claims, and deleted this post, I honestly don't know. Chloe is in no contact and we don't talk. According to her mother, Casey believes something happened to her, which is why she isn't angry with her anymore. But she really doesn't have a guess. Don't forget, the poor trans daughter, Casey, which is definitely not the name that represents the C in CD call, because Lily was trying to change her name to that before everyone called her on it. Of course, Casey is perfectly innocent and completely forgiving and hasn't done anything wrong and deserves all the ass pats and adulations. She's just so brave, you guys. Yet it's so fucking obvious. It's oh god, I can't believe she tried to pull this shit. And again, this isn't even like Lily trying to justify herself. This is Lily trying to put out her twisted version of events in front of an audience that doesn't know her to get validation, you know? So this isn't even Lily, like, defending herself. This is her trying to get validation from strangers, which, on what is obviously a bullshit story. Let's see, I think there's a few more that, like, call out that this, yeah, something happened to Chloe, too. 13-year-olds don't just randomly start blackmailing and sexually abusing their older siblings. Again, everyone's pointing out how fucking unlikely this claim is for a variety of reasons. So... yeah, and then throwaway dad says, I know that, but until Chloe's willing to talk and accept what she did, I have to focus on Casey. No parent would act this way unless they were really neglectful.
It's Mohammed sent a super chat. NGL Lily's sock puppet writing is more interesting than her fanfics.
Marginally, maybe, but,
Lunapixel sent a super chat. Is it just me, or do Lily's scripts feel like AI?
I feel like AI would do a better job than her, to be honest. I think I did actually have it rewrite Avatar Neva one time.
Tyler Preston sent a super chat. Here's a tissue for your crocodile tears. See you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and again, everyone's saying kids don't just sexually abuse other kids out of nowhere. Something had to happen.
Igor sent a super chat. Wish fulfillment.
Yeah, in a way, yeah. Just like the time she, like, tried to imply that, like, Courtney made her, like, dress like a girl in some kind of weird femdom sissification bullshit. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. So,
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. Tornado watch. Can the tornado go to this post?
Yeah, I'd like a tornado to just rip apart this entire post and maybe Lily's entire channel at this point. Stop mind Electric and Labyrinth, yeah.
Sent a super chat. My favorite Reddit story is the dude who has relations to the beat of a dubstep song.
Now that one was probably fake, but it's really funny. It's not Eminem. This is from Hawaii Part 2. It's the hip hop track on it. It's just pretty catchy on its own. Let's see. I don't know if there's anything else funny in here. So, TLDR, Lily went to a bunch of strangers on Reddit to try to put her, like, her Uno reverse on the rape she absolutely committed, in my opinion, allegedly. So, yeah.
Anthony Gramaglia sent a super chat. It's like going to an aquarium. You see the fish but you don't swim in the tank. What happens on the gaycation stays in the gaycation.
Okay, I'll take your word for it, Anthony. Are you sure you're not hungover? Anyway, so enough with Lily being fucking disgusting and glazing herself on a sock puppet. I was trying to search up her name because I know she, like, mentioned herself a few other times, that the search wasn't working, unfortunately. Is it because the safe search was on, though? Let's try one more time, actually. No, unfortunately not. But there are a few more posts of her, like, glazing herself, saying, oh, that Lily Orchard, she sure is a smart and beautiful and talented YouTuber, guys. You should go watch her. It's like some creep show art shit. Oh yeah, I wanted to flex on this a little bit. So Lily was showing, like, her favorite pieces of media to show that her media diet is totally like robust, guys. She doesn't just watch baby things and boring shit for, like, 50-year-old moms. This is what she claimed her favorite animated shows are, which, like, when has she ever talked about Infinity Train? Or, like, used it as an example or anything? When the fuck has she ever talked about Rugrats, for that matter? Like, I would love to listen to Lily try to explain what the themes of Over the Garden Wall are. That would be, very, very amusing. I mean, I don't... Whatever her liking Princess Tutu. Princess Tutu is based. I mean, it's very cute. It's probably why she likes it. Though she said it gets heavy, she probably is mad that it started having a plot. Then, of course, there's the Antarctica show, which she has never talked about again after doing a video on it. So, yeah. We ended up getting into a conversation in my, Discord, though, about how Rugrats and even All Grown Up were actually very, very good, well-written shows. They were.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Homer, glazed sock puppet. Drools.
Glazed sock puppet. Anyway, so then her favorite animated films, Grave of the Fireflies. I guess she really likes seeing a little girl starving to death. Encanto, which... Fuck you, Lily. I really like Encanto, even though it didn't make it on my list. I have no idea what the fuck this is. And then Only Yesterday, which is a, It's the same guy as Fireflies. He's the other guy at Ghibli. The fuck is his name? God damn it. That guy, though. Only Yesterday is about a woman... finding her way in life. It's like a Lifetime movie, and she's thinking back to her life as an awkward 5th grader, and I just am concerned about Lily's obsession with this, because there was a scene in that movie where 2 little girls talk about getting periods, and she really likes Turning Red, which also has stuff about little girls talking about getting their periods. So I just go, okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Isao Takahata, thank you. I knew it was Taka something. I just couldn't fucking remember.
Igor sent a super chat.
No!
She probably likes the Rugrats storyboard jams.
Okay, guys, listen. Cartoonists are also horny adults. They will draw shit like that sometimes, and they'll draw edgy shit just to amuse themselves. It fucking happens, especially when you're working on a show and you're just drawing these characters all the fucking time. You know, it's normal. Anyway, and then her favorite live-action TV shows are Star Trek Voyager, All in the Family, Living Single, Lois and Clark, and MASH. Is this anything you didn't watch out of the corner of your eye as a teenager in the late 90s, Lily? You didn't watch anything current? And her favorite movies are John Q, which I don't know why she's so obsessed with this fucking movie. Jacob Liar? I don't think I've heard of that. Riding in Cars with Boys, which, okay, if you're gonna pick a Drew Barrymore movie, I guess. There are better ones, but okay. Set It Off, which I don't even remember what the fuck it's about. I remember it coming out, and then To the Count of Three, which I've never fucking heard of. Which, again, these all look like they're movies from the late 90s. And then her favorite games are Baldur's Gate, the entire trilogy, Kingdom Hearts, I guess just all of them. Her Tears Were My Light. This is probably a Nom Nom Nami game. And oh yeah, recently I found out that Nom Nom Nami in her 20s was dating a kid over the internet. And they met when the kid was like 12. And when the kid was 14, Nom Nom Nami went to their house. They both lied to the kid's parents that she was also a teenager. She slept in the child's bed, kissing the child. So, no wonder Lily likes this other cutesy-pootsy, sex pest, who hides it up by doing kawaii things. Frostpunk, which I doubt she actually plays, and Lisa, which of course also has child rape in it. So, yeah.
Lunar Pixel sent a super chat. I was so upset when LMK was mentioned by Michaela.
What's LMK again? You guys can't abbreviate things, I don't always know.
John Williams sent a super chat. Rugrats is that the crew didn't want to make All Grown Up, thinking it would overshadow As Told by Ginger. And sure enough, it did.
It did. The thing about All Grown Up is, though, like, it started out as, like, a spin-off of the babies imagining what their lives would be like as teenagers or pre-teens. I guess they were middle school, so all grown up, they were middle school. But, and then they made an actual show out of it, and you would think You would think hearing the premise, oh god, you're gonna do the Rugrats as, like, kids in junior high. That's ridiculous. That's just a cash grab. But the show was actually really good. It was actually really well written. You know, it was actually good. And we were talking about this because, like, watching, like, Rugrats and that now, the parents are still characters, and there's a lot of relatable jokes with the parents when you're older. That's really clever.
Errand Alpha Eagle sent a super chat. Hey, where's that Star Wars game she had gushed? Hey, BT.
Yeah, where is it? You know, it's supposed to be, like, the best RPG ever, right? Oh, it's Malcolm's birthday today. Oh, he was born before me.
Angels Art and Gaming sent a super chat. Can the tornado watch turn into a warning? Goddamn.
Anyway, so, to flex a little bit, I decided to make my own list of my, you know, twist my arm and these are my top 5s. I mean, I like a lot of things, but if I had to pick top 5s. So, animated shows, obviously Steven Universe, BoJack Horseman, Avatar The Last Airbender, Invader Zim, and I put Utena on there. I was kind of wobbling on what the last one should be, because I was like, am I still like a major Utena fan? But I did rewatch it recently, and I do know a lot about it, so I was like, I almost put the Slayers on there, though. But I haven't watched it in ages. So, animated films. Nightmare Before Christmas, one of my favorite films of all time. I've been into it since I was 10. Ratatouille is my favorite Pixar movie, and probably like the only Pixar Disney movie I even like. Across the Spider-Verse is a fucking work of art. Paprika, also a work of art. And Princess Mononoke, if you were gonna, like, really make me choose, would probably have to be my favorite Ghibli movie. But I also really like Castle in the Sky and
Pixel sent a
Kiki's.
super chat. LMK is Lego Monkey Kid.
Oh!
Really good show for Lego sales cartoon and spin on Chinese myth. Kinda fell off, but I still enjoy it.
Oh, is that what the GIF was earlier? I thought that was Ninjago.
Tyler Preston sent a super chat. Surprised that she didn't list the Citrus anime.
Yeah, right? I don't know, there's a lot of things she didn't list. She didn't list Hamtaro. But that was like the best thing ever.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. All grown up also had Principal Clancy
Yeah!
Brown faced.
I forgot Clancy Brown was in that. Awesome. Anyway, and then of course live action shows. I've been fucking really into Severance lately. And if I had to choose between Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, I would think I probably like Better Call Saul a bit more. Even though Breaking Bad is a more fun show, Better Call Saul just has some of the most amazing cinematography I've ever fucking seen in a television show. Pushing Daisies, which if you've never seen, is very funny and stars Lee Pace. It's by the guy who did Hannibal. So if you like really weird high concept shows like Hannibal, you'll probably like Pushing Daisies. The Boys, which I've really been into, and The X-Files, which is probably my favorite show of all time. Really, really into it as a kid. Definitely had a big crush on Gillian Anderson when I was a kid. They just took audio from the original show for the CGI one. See, this is the thing, we were talking about the CGI one. The thing about the CGI one is it forgets that the parents are characters too. You know? I don't know. It was a bad reboot. And then favorite movies, if I had to, again, twist my arm, Hot Fuzz, one of the best comedies ever. Put Lord of the Rings in there. I would say the whole trilogy, but I think I do like the first movie the most. Everything Everywhere All at Once has definitely creeped its way up into my favorites. Oh Brother, Where Art Thou is definitely like one of my favorite movies of all time. And then there's the movie Sunshine, which just is a mood. It's hard to describe. It's about a crew going to basically throw nuclear bombs into the sun to strengthen it because the sun is fading. It sounds dumb, but it's actually very cerebral. And then, of course, I saw Krim put The Truman Show on his, and I was like,
sent a super chat. Base Slayers fan. Nice.
Yeah. Oh no, Slayers is one of my biggest influences, actually. So, I just haven't talked about it in recent years. I haven't watched it in a while.
Plushy Monster sent a super chat. I love it when Piker laughs at a group of police being pew-pewed, like the wonderful upstanding liberal he is. Also, say City, hear you like I'm young.
Say, City, hear you like I'm young.
Awesomeness sent a super chat. If you like The Boys, you should watch Preacher.
Maybe, like, I'm not, like, a Garth Ennis fan. The Boys comic is fucking trash. The show does a lot more intelligent things with it, but yeah.
Miss Jasmine sent a super chat. Love that they got Goku's VA to voice the Monkey King / Sun Wukong, since Goku was based off him.
Which Goku, though? Sean Schemmel, or one of the other ones? If it's Sean Schemmel, that's based.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Damn, we're in a tight spot.
But yeah, I saw like Krim put Truman Show on his, like, oh, fuck me, I really do like the Truman Show too, but I guess it just wouldn't quite creep into my top 5s, but my opinions can change day to day too, you know? And then video games, obviously Nights into Dreams, Dragon Age 2, No Man's Sky, Minecraft, and Soma. Like, those were actually pretty easy to decide on. Oh, it is Sean Schemmel, awesome. Sean Schemmel was my favorite dub Goku, by far. He was definitely my favorite dub Goku. I thought he was like the cutest and funniest one. He just gave Goku that sort of opie country bumpkin vibe he should have, you know? That's something you kind of miss in English, is that Goku and Chi-Chi, they sound like fucking rednecks in Japanese. It's really funny. So anyway. Billy Kemet's voice is one of the best antagonists. Oh, cool. Oh, Sean Schemmel doesn't like the abridged series? Lame. Okay, I don't like him anymore. Anyway, let's laugh at Shad before I actually start drawing. Which I'll probably just draw for like 1 hour on the stream today, it seems. I'm not that hungover. A little bit, but kids, I'm gonna tell you a secret. Take it from me, I used to be a functional alcoholic. The secret to not getting a hangover is water and salt. So after we were done drinking, I had a big amount of water, and throughout the stream, I was eating these little salty roasted seaweed snacks to keep my salt levels up. Because what alcohol does is it dehydrates you and it lowers your sodium levels, and that's why you get a hangover. It's physics, or chemistry, I guess. Chemistry, yes. I'm all up about biohacking. Why do you think I smoke weed all the time?
Serby sent a super chat. If you've ever seen the Bullet Train movie, but I highly recommend.
Haven't. I think I heard of it, though. I don't watch a lot of movies. It's so fucking weird. You know? People would think I'm more of a cinephile. There was a chat I wanted to read. Oh, Scott McNeil's Piccolo. I do like Scott McNeil's Piccolo, but, like, nowadays, like, fucking Lanny Pator's Vegeta and Piccolo voices are basically the canon voices to me. They're so good. Anyway, Shad's being stupid again. We got the clown rap on with that right now, which is great. So he's going on about AI again. I don't want to scroll down further because he shows a Ghibli-fied version of a really racist meme, which is great. I'm not going to show it. You can go to his Twitter yourself if you want to see it. Anyway, so let's see what he's responding to. This guy who says AI haters don't actually care about copyright/IP infringement. They're merely upset with the fact that now everyone can do it, as opposed to only people with art skills were able to in the past. I do not understand this attitude. These guys act like artists are like holding art skills hostage away from them and they can't have it. Like, bro, we develop these skills. We don't just come out of the womb knowing how to draw. We're not born with them. Art is a skill you can build like anything else. And like any other skill, some people have more aptitude for it than others, but that doesn't mean you can't learn. You know? Keith David voicing Piccolo? I would want Keith David to voice King Piccolo, Piccolo's daddy. I think he would be good for that one.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Funnily enough, Peter Kellerman, the Ian Dubs Goku, would also go on to voice Rolf from Ed, Edd and Eddy, a character who actually is a country bumpkin.
Oh my god, I forgot he was Rolf, but yeah, I think I knew that at one point. That's great. You know, no shade to the Ocean dub. They did their best, God bless them. But, with that writing, So anyway, let's see what, Shad has to say about this.
John Williams sent a super chat. Shad is probably the YouTuber who had the biggest downfall that didn't involve an actual crime.
I know, right? He's just his own worst enemy. That's what's funny about it. That's why we're going to Shad after Lily as a bit of a palate
Pixel
cleanser.
Sent a super chat. There are so many A-list VAs in LMK. Try it, sigh. I beg. Sokka's VA plays the main character and Jasper's is the main villainess of the second season.
I'm not surprised Kimberly Brooks isn't anything, because Kimberly Brooks is in fucking everything. You know how many things she's done voice acting in? It's crazy.
Master Clockwork sent a super chat. Have you seen Prince Vegeta videos?
No, I haven't. Prince Vegeta is in the guy who's named that, who used to work on Abridged, or is that something else?
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Boo. Where's the JFK voice for Shad's tweet?
I was reading this other guy's tweet. We're getting to Shad, but everyone keeps interrupting me with super chats. Oh, and I forgot to do my Wani dub. Damn it. Let's do that next. I'm sorry, Kaiser.
Bylonic sent a super chat. I can't draw sounds like a skill issue.
Yeah, I'm stopping everything right now, though, because I forgot that I needed to do a Wani dub. Maybe I am a little more hungover than I thought. Or I'm always like... Anyway, so... More jokes about the yaoi paddle, which must be seen. Obviously, we can't stop joking about this. It's a very serious topic, you guys. Them's the rules, Inko-chan! If you can't take the ooh-woo glop, you get the paddle, X3! But Damien, Soma! Those rules are a backa, capital X, capital D! Backa. And she's just like, no! Porque! Anyway, okay, we're done with that.
Oh yeah, guys, what's your opinions on my Olivia voice? Apparently there's some haters out there who think it's very bad and that I'm a bad voice actor and that my joke voices I started doing as a joke are totally a failing on my part, even though this voice is actually really easy for me to do.
Salty Spittoon sent a super chat. Since we're on the topic of VAs, here's your weekly reminder that Zuko is in But I'm a Cheerleader.
I knew that because I've seen But I'm a Cheerleader several times. Though it's funny, when Avatar The Last Airbender was first coming out, you know, I see the trailers and stuff. I think I watched the first episode. Yeah, I'm about to say that. I'm getting there, Sarafel. I think I watched the first episode. Zuko comes on screen, opens his mouth, and I go, "Is that motherfucking Rufio?" I was like, "Yeah!" I was so excited. It's like, Hook is a weird movie that, like, only people my age seem to like because we all saw it as kids. Like, nobody else seems to be able to stand it. My mother hates that movie. I don't know why, but my brother and I love it.
Awesomeness sent a super chat. That voice is exactly how I thought she sounded.
Well, what happened was, when I was first, I was just doing joke voices when I did my Wadi playthrough, and everyone was like, well, do your Jasper voice for Olivia, and I tried at first, and it was too hard for me to keep up, and so...
I just started doing it more high-pitched and just completely up in my nose and my palate, and that made it much easier to do, so, and it became this.
Remember the Avatar shipping wars on DeviantArt? Oh, I do, Kaiser. It was bloody. It was bloody, it was terrible. Why am I checking my messages? Anyway, I got distracted. So let's see. Let's go back to Shad. No, Madma Abyss. Everybody in But I'm a Cheerleader is just gay. That's the point. They got sent to gay conversion camp. Like, you know, butch lesbians exist, right? Well, she was movie butch, which means she was just a pretty girl with short hair.
Lunar Pixel sent a super chat. Okay, one more sales pitch. Chris Sabat plays a giant blue lion man in the 4th season.
Of course Chris Sabat is there too. Of course he is. He's a cool dude. Now he's a homie to the Abridged guys. Every time you see somebody credited as a DJ Sextillion in their credits, it's Chris Sabat. Just for SAG rules. Or SAG rules, rather. Anyway. Back to Shad saying this guy is right, that AI haters don't care about copyright infringement. They're just upset with the fact that people without art skills can do art now, which I don't even consider AI to be theft. I've made that argument before. I don't even consider it to be theft, so that's not really my problem with it. My problem with it is it's very limited, and you can't really get it to do what you want, and these guys are coping. These guys are coping. Yeah, Kaiser, remember how they got the Abridged guys into the official dub? That was also Chris Sabat's doing, and then, Toei got really mad about it. They replaced them. He had the Abridged guys doing the, dramatic reenactment of the Cell Saga that the TV news was doing, saying that Mr. Satan was the one who saved the day. And there's, like, these guys in these really stupid big-headed costumes, and it's really funny. So...
Errand Alpha Eagle sent a super chat. and I'm somehow reminded of But I'm a Cheerleader.
But I'm a Cheerleader is good. It's like, it was supposed to be like the gay answer to a teen comedy. And of course it got treated more harshly by the movie rating system because of that. But one of the camp counselors at the gay conversion camp is RuPaul out of drag, which is very funny. So, anyway, we're talking about gay stuff when we should be talking about Shad, who doesn't like gay stuff at all. Anyway, this man is spitting truth. What I find funny is that most artists perform actually copyright infringement all the time in making fan arts. Yes, I'm making fan art without a license is 100% copyright infringement. I mean, he's right, but nobody enforces it. But then pretend to care about copyright when it comes to threatens their livelihood. You're not threatening anybody's livelihood, dude. Go see my video, Shad and Jazza, A Tale of Two Brothers. In the case of AI duplicating art styles, no copyright infringement even takes place. It's legally impossible to copyright an art style. It's also legally impossible to copyright AI art, Shad, so anything you make, anybody can use, for whatever they want.
RevDraws sent a super chat. I'm struggling making origamis while watching you are in time for a weed break.
Yeah, that's valid. Origami's hard. I mean, what the fuck is that? But I'm a Cheerleader. It's an older live-action movie. Like I said, it was supposed to be the gay answer to teen comedy. It's about this really girly girl who's a cheerleader who hasn't realized she's a lesbian yet. Everyone around her is suspecting it though, and she gets sent to a gay conversion camp.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Mondo cool. His coolness is over 9,000.
Mondo cool.
I do love when they use, like, actual dubisms in the bridge, though. It's really fucking funny. The fucking cat loves food thing. Cat loves food, and meow, meow, meow. Anyway. Oh, the Avatar shipping wars are some of the worst, are you kidding me? The Zutara people were fucking insane. Anyway, so, this person accuses Shad of using AI to write his, novel, and Shad's response is, my novel was published before AI models were invented, you retard. But if AI was available, I like writing too much to have AI do it, and I can write better than AI anyway. But I wouldn't begrudge anyone for using AI in writing, especially if we get a great story from it. So, in other words, yes, he would. So, he's into horticulture. Are these, like, AI puppets of people, or is this that puppet parody channel? I don't know. Maybe we'll have to watch the puppet Shad again, because that video is really fucking funny. So, yeah, apparently, DALL-E released a model that kind of replicates Ghibli's style poorly. Look how it's, like, different pictures in each panel, too. So here's Shad. And look, he's left-handed. That explains everything, guys. He's left-handed. That explains so much. But here's Shad taking the pick up a pencil comments literally, because he's fucking autistic, and I'm sure that he is. Because people just say pick up a pencil as shorthand for learn how to fucking draw, you loser. So, wow! Looks even better than the plain Ghibli style. Most haters assume dedicated AI artists are not artists and can't draw or have any skill in traditional artistic mediums. They say pick up a pencil without realizing I've drawn most of my life. Except, when he was doing his video with Jazza, he was using sketches he made 10 years ago and saying, oh, the only reason I drew this stuff recently is so I could run it through the AI machine. I never would have drawn this otherwise. So you're full of shit, bro. I'm not saying it's bad to be left-handed, but it can be harder to learn drawing techniques when you're left-handed, I think. You know, because most things are made for right-handed people. It's not fair, but, you know, that's just it, you know? Anyway, where was I? Yeah, how dare we not say he's an artist with fucking quality like this, guys? Let's see. They say pick up a pencil without realizing. I read that part already. Let's see. I don't consider myself anything special as an illustrator, but it turns out I can actually draw to an equivalent level or higher than most of these critics saying I'm not an artist. What do you think, guys? I don't think I can compete with this, yeah. I don't think I can compete. Oh, put it full screen, goddammit. I don't think I can compete with this, guys, and it's so much better than my art. You know, look at all the unnecessary details he puts on. as he uses the liquefy tool to fix it. Yeah, so, yeah, I don't think I can compete with this guy. Chad is so much better of an artist than I am. He looks like he learned to draw from How to Draw in the Marvel Comics style book and never advanced any further than that. He doesn't even use construction lines. Anyway, let's see. Even though I'm a professional artist in other mediums like writing and video production. Yeah, we sure watched that movie you made, Chad. It was something else. Then I use AI tools to finalize and enhance my illustrations. You don't enhance your illustrations. You feed a sketch into an AI algorithm, and then the AI does everything. That's what that is, dumbass. You didn't do anything. Let's see. Levels far beyond anything most of the hating artists could ever achieve without AI. I'm sure if I looked at this closely, there'd be so many fucking errors. All it take is embracing this technology and applying some extra effort, time, and skill, and the results speak for themselves. Maybe I'll start taking commissions as an AI illustrator. Oh, I would love to commission you, Shad, and keep sending the picture back for revisions and see how you manage to do that. I got into this argument with a guy recently. It was like, AI's gonna take your jobs, and I pointed out a bunch of errors on his picture. And, I was like, how you gonna revise those, AI bro? And he didn't have an answer for me. In fact, let's go look at that thread real quick so I can just flex a little bit on me fist-fighting people on Twitter again. I'm very proud of myself. This is all Twitter is for, is fist-fighting people. Where is this guy? Where is this guy? Oh, those are my favorites, not my replies. Hang on a second. Oh, those are my replies. Okay. Yeah, this dude accused this person of tracing, which, how is this traced? They're not even the same picture! Let's see. On this one, they're like, oh, AI is totally gonna replace us. Like, the noose is not even on their fucking necks. Good job, idiot. Like, they can't, like, this is the thing with these AI bros. They can't detect problems in the finished art. Here it is. So this guy posted that. He blocked me for this, by the way, because he's a bitch. Yeah, AI is about to give you a huge promotion or fire you. Your move. And just look how shitty this whole thing is. Just look at it. Just look at it. So, I pointed out all the errors in the drawing. Some of them. I said, there's a tangent with his arm and the table in the first slide. There's a continuity errors with the design of the frame. His watch switches wrists between slides, and his head is too big in the last one. The lead designer wants revisions. How you gonna do it, AI bro? How you gonna because the thing is, if he were to run this back through the AI, it's just gonna make a completely new image. It's not gonna fix this. Even with in-painting. It's so hard to tell the AI, fix this one particular thing, but leave the rest of the picture the same, because that's just not how it works. It generates something new every single time, you know? So this guy was like wicked bitter about it. All the artists who nitpick about such errors, unless they take steps to become real artists, will have a job correcting the errors of AI outputs until they get so good that will be unnecessary. Yeah, I said it gets to a point where it's faster, cheaper, and easier to just hire an artist to draw the image in the first place. And he says this is an intelligence test. I can't remember what else he said. He was so pissed. I mean, I can't find the rest of the conversation right now, but he ended up admitting that I was right, and there's no way he can actually, like, fix the errors on the picture just using AI. But it's totally gonna get so good one day, guys. It's gonna be indistinguishable, even though that's not how it fucking works. You know? This is the thing, is like, I think I ended up telling him, was like, I'm a person who understands both art and how AI works, so maybe you should listen to me. Anyway, oh yeah, the images you're showing have issues that any professional can spot. I don't think that's evil. This is just not a good way to show it. Yeah, these ones are all AI art. They were made by hand. Are you sure? Which ones are you talking about? You talking about these? You sure it's not AI? We're gonna get into the big one he posted. I think he has a clip, too, for this post, but let's look at the post first. Yeah, the AI version looks better, and crying about it won't change that. So, the version that makes her white and blue-eyed looks better. That's, sure a take. And sure, Shad, now animate this. Animate this fluidly for an entire 2-hour movie. Go ahead and do that. I don't think it's gonna work. What was the point of arguing? I like to argue. Have you guys not figured that out yet? I like to argue and complain. What do you think we're doing here? Anyway, the Ghibli art style is plain, uninspired, and the actual reasons people love it is because of the quality of the stories the style has been attached to, and the fluidity of the details of the animations it appears in, not the style itself. Why do you think the animation is so fluid, Chad? It's because the style is deliberately designed for animation. You know how many drawings per second go into something animated? You gotta draw a lot of things. So, what you do is you strip down the details. That's what cartooning is all about. I get it has that innocent charm to it, he says, showing Princess Mononoke. Hence the fun of depicting controversial images in it. But that does not make the style itself anything special and separated from those stories it's been used in and the quality of the animation. Again, he's saying, like, the quality of the animation has nothing to do with the style, which is the most retarded thing I've ever heard. And it shows he doesn't understand art on a fundamental level. He doesn't understand the purpose of it or the techniques behind it, you know? And, like, we're seeing the Wani comic, but, you look, the Ghibli style is based on Miyazaki's own art style. Did you know that Nausicaa, The Valley of the Wind is an entire comic that goes far beyond the movie's plot and is actually better than the movie? Because I think everyone should read it. It's really good, but this is Miyazaki's own art. That's why Nausicaa was the first movie they made before founding Ghibli. They based it on the manga he was working on. I think it took him 13 years overall to write the whole thing, but oh my god, it's so good, guys. It's so good. And look at this. Like, even in still images, Miyazaki's style has so much life and movement to it. You know? Not a single thing is wasted. And he's very utilitarian in his paneling, but yet there's so much movement to it, you know? It's, like, you just fall into these pages. If you can find a copy of the manga, or at least read it scanlated, it's very worth it. It's so interesting. The world building is so good. And like I said, so beyond what's in the movie. And Princess Kushana is, like, 10 times more badass in the fucking manga, even. So, yeah, definitely read the Nausicaa manga. It's so fucking good. So... Look at these guys. Those are some Miyazaki guys right there. I think they were in the movie, actually. But yeah, just look at the sense of movement here. In just a still image. Almost like this guy's an animator or something. You know? No, show me the full version. Here we go. Nausicaa is making a mad dash through a war zone in one part of the story. Yeah. But the whole manga is definitely worth it. Just look at the movement. Like I said, not a fucking wasted stroke of line anywhere. Oh god, it's so good. So anyway. So, in other words, fuck you, Shad. You don't know what you're talking about, you amateur ass. Look at this. You draw like your brother drew 12 years ago. You never advanced. Let's see what bullshit he was saying in this clip, though.
Break it down to the characters, because we're looking at the character design specifically. If you break it down to the characters, because
don't go there. Don't go there.
Your stupid friend is warning you, don't go there, because he knows you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. Again, people have to stop handling him with kid gloves.
Miyazaki is one of the greatest animators.
Animators, I agree. This is
literally an animation versus a still frame. There's
but see, I'm not like, I even said the animation is quality.
I said the animation is good, but the style still sucks and should look like this. But he doesn't understand He doesn't understand that the style is designed for animation. He can't wrap his stupid fat head around that because he's not an artist. He can draw a little bit based on, like, again, like I said, how to draw Marvel-style books he probably read as a kid, but...
Bylonic sent a super chat. He got that long leg problem in that drawing.
Oh yeah, he's got that Liefeld leg problem. Definitely. Like, good, he doesn't use underdrawings or construction lines.
Ed Stevens sent a super chat. I would love a Legend of Zelda manga like this.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, there was a Legend of Zelda manga in Nintendo Power. And it was very Osamu Tezuka styled, actually, but it was in color. But I would look that up if that's kind of the mood you're looking for, honestly.
Animation is great. I'm talking about the art style. Flat. Looking at the character design specifically. But it was so funny because people get so triggered.
What's wrong with San's character design? She's one of the most iconic fucking characters. Like, you instantly recognize her. Even people who have never seen Mononoke Hime recognize her.
They missed the very clear argument I made. And it was very...
We didn't miss the argument you made, dude. You're just a fucking idiot.
Clear. It's like, the base art style itself, I think, is plain and uninspired. I think the Disney art style is more expressive, was more innovative, and inspired a lot more people and a lot more artistic kind of expressions.
Hey guys, did you know Lilo and Stitch was really, really inspired by Ghibli movies? Just throwing that out there.
Beyond that, okay.
And then it lost to a Ghibli movie in the Oscars that year.
Okay. I actually think the Miyazaki...
Which Disney art style? Disney didn't just have one art style.
Well, it really became innovative with Sleeping Beauty, where they started to exaggerate certain proportion. So, no. More rotoscope was done on Snow White.
No, there was rotoscoping on Beauty and the Beast as well, but let's maybe compare Beauty and the Beast style to, to Mononoke Hime. It was like, okay, why are you saying, like, seriously, both of these are made for animation, my dude. Let's get a good comparison shot between the two of them. How are these functionally much different? How are these functionally much different? They're not shaded. They're both characters constructed out of simple, fluid shapes in order to be good for animation. What is so different about these two? Really, fundamentally. Yeah, comparing James Back to Hayao Miyazaki should work on a movie together. That'd be peak, man. It would be fucking peak.
Rock Josiah sent a super chat. Shad's the type to take an in-between and call the animation bad. More detailed doesn't mean it's better. It's styled for a different medium.
Yeah, let's do that actually real quick. Let's do that. Here's the, if we're gonna be really bad faith. No, I want the meme, damn it. Oh yeah, the Disney art style is so sophisticated. Oh yeah, definitely so sophisticated. Look at that. No, yeah. Wow, yeah, Disney is so good, guys. I thought there was one with Aladdin, too. Come on, where are they all? This is a good one, actually, with Camille. That is legitimately what all those in-betweens look like. Let's see if we can look up Disney in-betweens. This is like a smear. Nah, nothing really funny is coming up, unfortunately. But yeah, we got that one at least. We want to be as bad faith as Shad.
Dominic Leota sent a super chat. The comic shop in the mall near my house has the Legend of Zelda manga collection.
Ooh.
It comes in a treasure chest box.
Like I said, that original Nintendo Power one is worth it. The style is pretty fucking cool.
Bylonic sent a super chat. You know a manga with great art that is not incredibly rendered, Houseki no Kuni.
Hell yeah, Hoseki no Kuni. Fucking Haruko Ichikawa became the master of negative space by the end of that comic.
Master Clockwork sent a super chat. I doubt Shad understands concepts such as animating ontos and why 24 frames is a standard.
I'm sure he doesn't fucking understand any of this. He's just running his goddamn mouth. Let's see what else he says.
The first one where that started to get the classic Disney look was Sleeping Beauty. Massively innovative. Where you can look at some of the designs and they still
speed
hold
them up. Cool.
And it was stylized and...
Ah, yeah, Sleeping Beauty. Definitely a good-looking movie. Let's look at some of that. Yeah. 'Cause her proportions are definitely really good, guys. Her head isn't definitely fucking massive for her body. I'd allow ads. Oh, God, get out of here. Fuck you! Let's go to the direct image then. Yeah, definitely, like, every time people said anime characters' heads were too big, I would usually bring up Aurora, because fucking look at her proportions. Oh, God. So again, how is this any more complex than Ghibli's style, really? Like, what the fuck is he talking about? They're more angular, maybe? So, yeah. I know there's like a funny shot of her where her head looks absolutely fucking massive. And again, it's probably an in-between, but, yeah. It's also like one of the most boring Disney movies. And people only remember it for the fairies of Maleficent. So, anyway.
And that's what I would consider quite inspired. And then you can get to the more classic...
Yeah, most cartoon styles have giant heads, if you actually look.
Disney style, like Little Mermaid, specifically with how the eyes look and things. Yeah, I think that is way superior.
Here comes Skrill with the steel
Aaron
chair.
Alpha Eagle sent a super chat. Wasn't the Aladdin one W/you skate or die dude?
Maybe? Was that the meme? I didn't see your super chat, sorry, I thought Skrill's was coming.
Skrill sent a super chat. Disney? So art style that was inspired by Ghibli?
Well, see, the thing is, it kind of went like Disney, Osamu Tezuka, Ghibli, and then Disney getting inspired by Ghibli. So, like, there's been a lot of artistic exchange between East and West, more than people like Shad like to admit. Like, it's perfectly normal to be inspired by other artists and their projects.
Adrian Parchman sent a super chat. Have you seen Lavender Town's video on her talking AI supporters comment?
I might have to look that up later.
Ed Stevens sent a super chat. Remember the Bayverse TMNT Turtles more detail doesn't mean good. Shad.
Why did you have to remind me that movie exists?
And I'm talking about the art style, the actual look of the characters here, okay? I think the Ghibli style has certain limitations, and honestly looks plain.
What are the limitations of it? Maybe we'll have to watch a sequence from Princess Mononoke after this video just to show what shit he's talking.
One of the things that Ghibli struggles with is, I think, a certain level of cuteness and expression. I think it could do ugly really well. The thing that makes Ghibli genuinely brilliant is how they animate. The animation is just fluid, flawless, how it's integrated with...
And what makes you think... where do you think that fluidity comes from, Shad? It's from the fluid design of the characters. If you're gonna do animation, the characters have to be pretty simply constructed, because you gotta draw them a lot! You know, you gotta draw them frame by frame for, like, hours. There's tens of thousands, maybe even millions of drawings that go into an animated movie.
The backgrounds. And I've complimented Ghibli in this post, right? At no point did I ever say I hate Ghibli. I said the art style is plain and uninspired.
You didn't say you hated them. No, you just said the art style is plain and uninspired because you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
And as to the art style as well...
say uninspired. You can say it's plain, but it's simple because it's animation. They need to crank these things up. But
well, that's not an excuse. I think there are animation styles that are more detailed, absolutely. Uninspired is a more subjective thing, but I'm entitled to my. I don't think it was particularly,
Yeah, you're entitled to your stupid opinion, and I'm entitled to tell you your opinion is stupid. That's funny how that works.
innovative or groundbreaking. And that to me is that means it's uninspired in that sense. But at no point did I ever say I dislike it.
Look at this dude, he's so fucking confused. Because Shad's making no sense.
I think it's plain. I think it's adequate, but nothing special. And that's why.
Imagine this motherfucker saying that one of the most prestigious animation studios in the world is just adequate. Like, shut the fuck up, Shad. You are just Dunning-Kruger effect right here, man. You have such a high opinion of your fucking self and your own mediocrity.
Why all the Ghibli kind of AI memes? When I was seeing them all, I was like,
I'm comfortable with saying that because I'm a better artist than both you and your brother.
yeah, the Ghibli style really is plain. There's nothing that special about it. The
Well,
thing
it's
that sets
art
people. Yeah, it is an art style. The thing that set people off massively was comparing it to AI, because all the haters, they will never acknowledge that.
Well, this was AI right here, and again, it made her white and blue-eyed, and you're saying this is a superior version. It's a little problematic there, Shad.
AI has any merit.
You know this character's Japanese, right?
And that just set people off. Now,
13.2 million.
12.
Again, this dude is just waiting for him to shut the fuck up.
She make up. Oh, 12.3. Yeah.
You don't make much money off this. I think to a very objective person, if you're just going to compare, which I was doing, compare the art styles.
I think if you think it objectively, my subjective, stupid, uninformed, ignorant opinion makes a lot of sense.
The old Miyazaki art style to that one, I think it's pretty clear that one image is superior in terms of overall quality and appeal.
And appeal. Somebody just sent a super chat relevant to
Tyler
that.
Preston sent a super chat. Speaking of Beauty and the Beast, have you seen the Ron Perlman live action show?
Like a little bit, like back when it was on TV, but nothing I was really into. But I know about it.
Rev Draws sent a super chat. Ooh, so he doesn't like it cause he can't goon.
And there it is. There it is.
It's just the nostalgia people have for Miyazaki, which gets them really defensive, and the hate for AII.
Well, people love his style. That's the thing. You're crapping on something that's a subjective opinion.
But his style isn't anything special. There are so
That's
many
your
other animation
subjective.
studios.
Because remember how I just showed you all of his manga panels, which are like so fucking finely done.
There are so many other animation studios that have very close equivalent looking styles, and they don't get praised because they have a art style that looks so
Right,
good.
because it's like more or less anime style. But you're
It's-
saying
it's
anime
nothing
style
special.
and putting it in the hands of
Oh.
a master storyteller.
Exactly, because Ghibli has its legacy and prestige because of the stories and execution, the quality of animation, not the art style. If it was the art style,
He again doesn't understand that the art style is in service to the fluid animation. Because he doesn't really understand art techniques at all.
all these other animation studios that have near equivalent art styles would be.
Yeah, the guy sounds like he wants to die. This every single time we see Shad on screen with somebody else, they look kind of annoyed and tired and confused and a little alarmed.
just as successful and beloved. I think that proves my point. I think there's an objective, actual truth that I'm talking about.
My subjective opinion is objective truth because I said it.
To an extent, but I mean, a lot of anime.
This guy is
there's not just
suffering.
anime style, but a lot of anime, they use the same directors, use the same illustrators, they use the same general art style, just with different character designs across the board. Miyazaki has his own particular studio with his own particular artists and whatnot.
Yeah, I wonder what people think when they hear something about me.
I hear someone saying that Miyazaki said anime was a mistake thing, which isn't really what he said. He said that it's a problem that modern anime artists hate looking at real people and only just copy off each other and don't study life. That's what he was saying. That they need to do more like art life studies.
Miyazaki's other stances. Like,
Game voting will be after this weekend when I do Halloween Town in KHWF.
someone say like, oh, he thought anime was a mistake, and I've heard other things where he seems like a pretty judgmental, snobby guy, honestly.
I think the master of fucking animation there is allowed to be a bit of a snob, Shad. Anyway, maybe I'll put the rest of this in Distracto Vision so we can actually do some drawing ourselves. Let me just, Let's just look, actually, before I go to Distracto Vision, let's just look at a scene from Princess Mononoke real quick. Let's see what I can find on YouTube. Let's see. Princess Mononoke. That's the trailer. Can I just get, like, a scene? Just a scene. Oh, here's one of the most famous scenes in the whole movie.
その喉切り裂いて二度と無駄口叩けぬようにしてやる。
生きろ。
まだ言うか。人間の指図は受けぬ。
そなたは美しい。
Oh, and the fight scene, also very good. Got two girl bosses fighting each other until this man comes over and gets in the way.
What do you think you're doing, boy?
Stay your hand. The girl's life is now mine.
I'm sure she'll make a lovely wife for you.
There's a demon inside of you. It's inside both of you.
Look, everyone! This is what hatred looks like. This is what it does when it catches hold of you. It's eating me alive, and very soon now it will kill me. Fear and anger only make it grow faster.
I'm getting a little bored of this curse of yours, Ashitaka. Let me just cut the damn thing off!
I mean, the dub is hit or miss, but I do like Demi Moore as Lady Eboshi. I think she did a really good job.
Lady Eboshi!
I do usually watch it in Japanese, though.
Someone come here and take her from me.
Ashitaka's really not good. He was sent me something. Is this another Princess Mononoke scene? God damn it! It opened in the wrong. Oh no, that's just the Miyazaki quote. We already went over that. Yeah, Ashitaka in the dub is not the best. Let's see some good other animation. Oh, here's like, dude. For years, I fucking believed this demon thing chasing him was CGI. It's not. This was fucking hand animated. Which is fucking crazy. The Japanese with Spanish subtitles is satisfying. This movie is so fucking good, though. And this was still cell animation. Yeah, this wasn't digital color, this was cell animation. Oh, but you know, the style is just so plain, guys. The style is just so plain. Oh, Minnie Driver, not Demi Moore, I'm so sorry. She was good, though. It's such a good movie. It's like one of the most like visceral Ghibli movies. They're not usually this mature and violent, which is not really why I like it the best, but I like the story, I like the themes of it a lot. It is like a literal man versus nature story with Ashitaka kind of on the middle ground. Especially because he comes from this tribe that lives at one with nature. Keith David's also in the dub, though, so that's another... And Gillian Anderson. Yeah, but it's so plain, guys. It's just so fucking plain. This is such trash. Anyway. We'll go back and watch the rest of his video in Distracto Vision, though. So I can actually do some drawing. That's what I'm supposed to be doing on my weekly art stream, is it not? Let some supers come through.
Mythical Toad sent a super chat. Tell me Shad has never watched a Ghibli movie? Speechless face emoji.
I don't think he has. He's just looking at a still image and going, oh, the style's not that great, because he's not looking at it in motion, which is what it's meant to be.
Dana_Brain sent a super chat. I believe AI is an insult to life itself, Hayao Miyazaki.
Mm-hmm. I think that's also kind of a misquote, but yeah, he wouldn't like AI. Like they didn't even use CG till Spirited Away.
N3K0Mang3RT0R1 sent a super chat. Miyazaki has the talent and renown to have an ego over. Yeah. Shad doesn't, and it drives him crazy.
I know.
Shad
He just
seems bitter because he isn't famous like he thinks he should be.
He just has an unearned ego.
Awesomeness sent a super chat. Sigh, the movie is playing in IMAX right now.
Oh, that's what the IMAX trailer was for. Yeah, everybody go see it in IMAX. Unfortunately, there's not like an IMAX theater close to me. Otherwise, I'd be kind of tempted.
Luna Pixel sent a super chat. I get to watch this from my critical reading class.
Nice, nice, nice. No, yeah, like for a literary thing too, Princess Mononoke is a great film to discuss for its themes.
Master Clockwork sent a super chat. The fact people can spot Ghibli style speaks volumes to how it's both unique and memorable. Someone take away Shad's bath salts.
Brand recognition, Shad. That's also a thing that AI can't do, you fucking idiot. You know? Yeah, let's see what other stupid, ignorant bullshit he says here.
It's not to say the quality that he produced isn't good, alright? And I think I love Studio Ghibli animations. Not for the art style, though. But yeah, it's triggered so many people.
Which ones have you even watched, asshole?
What's interesting is that it's kind of been a bit of a springboard to
What's with these AI bros always picking on Mononoke Hime? You know, fuck off.
debunk some issues or falsehoods they are. Because following up on that tweet, right, I shared a...
Mr. Joe sent a super chat. Lily called this a kids movie, despite being PG-13.
Yeah, and despite this scene... Oh wait, that wasn't the one where he shoots a guy's hands off. Anyway. Arms scene, that's gotta be in here. Come on now. Well, it's in a short. That's good enough.
So I just got my COVID booster, and it totally the violence, but it's how it's been for me.
Yeah, so that happens at one point. He just shoots a guy's fucking arms off. Yeah, yeah. Kids movie. For kids! Anyway. Well, Lily also tried to say people only like Princess Mononoke for the battles.
Dominic Leota sent a super chat. In college I had a Japanese pop culture class. We watched Ghost in the Shell, Akira, Perfect Blue, and Grave of the Fireflies.
Nice. Those are all classics. The thing about Akira, too, is, though, the movie is good. The movie is a masterpiece. It still is one of the best animated movies ever produced. I would still say the story in the manga is better, just like Nausicaa. Please read the Akira manga. It's so good. I would love to see Akira be remade as a mini-series. Animated or live action. As long as the Japanese are doing it, and not Americans trying to turn it into fucking a 9/11, allegory, which is what all the American treatments of it so far have been. It's please God no, please God no. But yes, please read. MB Hughes is freaking out because Akira is like her hyperfixation. But yes, please read the Akira manga. It is so fucking good, and the movie is basically just the halfway point. It abridges a lot of the characters.
New time lapse of how I make my AI art, and that has had real.
I gotta let this one come through.
Mr. Joe sent a super chat. Cy Edgar Wright fan? Based. Love Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, Edgar Wright is one of my favorite directors, actually. I've never been entirely sure if I actually like the Scott Pilgrim movie, but I do think he's the only director who could have done it. And I love the look of it, I love the direction, I love the humor pace, and everything is so fucking good. What are you showing me? What are you showing me, Skrill? Oh, Skrill made a meme for us here. Open? Why did it not open? Because I have it full screen? Hang on a second. No, I said open link, not copy link, you stupid, silly thing.
Anthony Gramaglia sent a super chat. I had a Visions of the Apocalypse literature class and we talked about End of Evangelion and Metropolis, as well as Barefoot General.
I love the Metropolis movie, the Osamu Tezuka one. It's not actually based on the Metropolis old black and white silent film. It's based on Tezuka seeing the cover of that movie and coming up with his own thing, but they sort of tied it back to the silent film at the same time in the movie adaptation, so it's really interesting. So it's got a lot of good shit in it. I like that movie a lot. The animation is fucking spectacular. So anyway, Shad spitting nonsense arguments only he understands. The one art person who doesn't just nods. Me listening to the one art person who doesn't nods. Destroying his arguments. It doesn't nodes. Whatever you meant there, Skrill. I'm sure you meant something. Anyway. Yeah, the Tezuka Metropolis is 100% worth watching. But like I said, they really tie it back to the black and white film. Like, they have a lot of the worker imagery with the worker robots directly from the silent film, which I don't think was in Tezuka's original.
Maddie Kitten sent a super chat. For some reason Inuyasha's art style reminds me of Princess Mononoke, and it even has a wild wolf girl named Ayame. Might be coincidence though.
Well, it's probably because, Miko Takahashi sensei, she's about from the same era as Miyazaki, so her style still reflects kind of that 70s, 80s look. Let's see if we can find some of her manga art, though. Yeah, so her style really is still kind of in that sort of 80s, 90s type of thing, so it makes a lot of sense, you know, because Ghibli kind of started in the 80s as well. So she's just from that same era, basically, you know, and Takahashi, she's one of the most prolific mangakas ever to live. She's still out there like a fucking workhorse, man. She's also one of my main influences, which is why I call her sensei. Like a nerd. So...
Ooh, strong positive reception. And the reaction to this time lapse is really, really positive, because it's showing that AI can be one.
Yeah, the reaction to this time lapse of my shitty art, showing that I can in fact use a pencil, has been very positive. And then I just had an AI do this. This is how Celtic warriors dressed everybody.
It shows me drawing, and everyone is like, pick up a pencil. I'm like, guys, I've drawn most of my whole life. And so,
yeah, Ranma was like one of the first manga I ever read. So, yeah. Aunt also sent me something very important just now. Oh, you meant nod his head in agreement, not nodes. Okay, nods. It was nods. Okay. Thank you for clarifying, Skrill. Skrill's English second language. Be patient with her. Anyway. Just post this image to scare Shad away. Oh my god. Now they're putting Princess Peach in shorts. This is unconscionable.
Awesomeness. Sent a super chat. Queen introduced me to Metropolis.
Nice. I have seen the original Metropolis silent film too. It's very interesting, especially the film techniques they managed to pull back then in like the fucking 30s. It's kind of incredible.
Steph the Scientist sent a super chat. Shad makes the mistake thinking that more detail and realistic rendering makes art objectively better, rather than just a different style.
That's something a lot of non-artists do. They're like, oh, look at all the detail, it must be good. Meanwhile, like, the anatomy might be shit, like this.
Right. It debunks that whole thing that artists should never use AI, or I'm not an artist, because that's one of the things that people like to try and
I'm totally an artist. I only just started drawing again to feed it through an AI, though, but I'm totally an artist and understand art, even though I have a younger brother who understands art techniques.
Also, there's this lie about me trying to say that I claim I'm an artist because I make AI images. It's like, no, I claim I'm an artist because I draw, I'm a professional author, and I also make video production. By all those standards.
Shad, self-publishing doesn't make you a professional author. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Revdraws sent a super chat. In my opinion, James Gunn Edgar Wright, but that's probably because I don't like the guys as a person.
I don't really know anything about either of them personally. I just like Edgar Wright's directing. Alright, and he has some of the best directing in Hot Fuzz.
Sky Macaroon sent a super chat. Am I the only one who thinks AI art looks painfully bland at best, and uncomfortable at worst?
Well, it's always going to look uncanny because it doesn't construct images the same way a human does, and probably never will. And the other thing is, one thing I've noticed, I play around with Midjourney a lot. That's the thing a lot of these AI bros don't understand, is I've actually extensively fooled around with AI to understand it. And I've noticed the more Midjourney updates, the more it is starting to hit some kind of visual singularity, and everything you do just comes out very, very samey, and it's hard to get it to do any dynamic compositions or anything. Everything's just center frame, you know? And I can spot AI art a mile away now. I'm on YouTube, I'm scrolling around, I see an AI art thumbnail, and spot it immediately. I've been gathering them, that's why that's been on the voting list, was bad AI on, YouTube, which we'll probably get to someday, but that seems to be the lowest one on the totem pole every single vote, so...
By the metric and standards that all these people are attacking me, I'm an artist according to those standards. But they love to try and, it's like, oh, you're not an artist. Like,
you're not an artist, you're a guy who can draw pictures sometimes.
I don't think I'm anything special as an illustrator. Like, Mike, you are a talent.
Rev Draws sent a super chat. Basically, the guy's hardcore abusive plus sexist.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Don't ruin my favorite things for me like that by telling me terrible people made them.
Maddie Kitten sent a super chat. Is it true that female mangaka back then hid the fact they were women to prevent backlash? I've been told both Inuyasha and FMA's mangaka hid theirs.
I don't think Hiromu Awakawa completely hid that she's a woman. But that is a pen name. I think like female mangaka have been more accepted in Japan than say like female authors in the West. But don't quote me on that. I'd have to like actually like look into it more.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Yashad still makes early artist mistakes.
Yeah, he draws like a teenager. Like, you don't draw like someone who's been building your skills for years, dude. You draw like you drew when you were a teenager.
Skrill sent a super chat. Shad, I'm something of a writer myself.
Oh, I'm something of a writer myself. See, we got that meme? I think we got that meme. Now it's Shad's persona. It's multifaceted. It's brilliant. Okay. Anyway.
Talented freaking illustrator. You're like one of the best in the world in what you do. You've got this great pedigree of work and everything like that. That's like, I am nothing special. But what's funny, right?
You sure are nothing special, dude.
When you see a lot of these critics attacking me,
you're nothing special, and you still overestimate yourself.
Over and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their artwork is either about equivalent to mine or worse, right? And they're the ones like, no.
I'm a better artist than you, which is probably why you haven't responded to me. I'd even say I'm better than your brother, though he's pretty good, but I might be slightly more advanced. I'm just saying. He's talking about AI art again.
Jordan Burke sent a super chat. Sorry, I'm late. What's Shad done this time?
He showed an AI picture of San from Princess Mononoke as an overly detailed white girl and said it was the better one. Thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. I guess I'm going to put a link up on YouTube as well tonight for people who might have trouble with that. Thank you. We've got new people in the Discord tonight, I think. Man, I'm eventually going to put like a little effect on for gifted subs. We had the problem before of it ding-donging too much, but I'm gonna put like a little chat effect or something on, like maybe sparkles or something eventually. The gifted sub fairy came by. I'll have to remember to do that.
And all this stuff. When it was like, you're not that special either, but all right, But this one has done really well because it's showing that, look, I actually love...
Because I'm talking about what a good artist I am, and I kind of fucked that up right there.
With AI art to enhance it and get crazy results. Yep, AI-assisted artwork.
Tricky Nia over at Twitch says, whatever happened to the philosophy that less is more? Yeah, that is the principle of cartooning. You break things down into their most platonic forms, I guess, and the whole point of cartooning is to depict something with as few lines as possible. I mean, look at Bill Watterson's art. He was also a master at that, of just doing good art with as few lines as possible.
The previous AI controversy that happened, I don't know, a year or so ago, where I was, this is like World War II. But this is like not as big as the last one even. But one of the things I was trying to get people to understand is like, no. Like, there's a thing called AI assisted art, right? Mm-hmm. You wouldn't call it AI art; it's AI assisted. And no one's really understanding that.
You editing AI art in Photoshop later is not AI-assisted art, And so
I was like, fine, if you just want to call it AI art, I'll call it AI art. This time around, people are like, really, Shad, you can't really call this AI art. This is more like AI-assisted art. I'm like, that's what I've been saying for years, but okay, fine. I'm glad we're on the same page now, This one has been like
how
nothing
chess
because when I saw the dogpiling starting with that tweet, it's all the same type of people and crowd that tried to dogpile.
Oh, that dogpiling. He doesn't do this on fucking purpose.
Mr. Joe sent a super chat. Never liked people like Shad and Lily that critique art and animation despite rarely or never animating and drawn ever in their lives. Mm-hmm. Acting all smart.
I mean, at least Shad draws a little bit, even if it's like 15-year-old boy with a How to Draw the Marvel Way book style. But Yeah, like, fucking Lily can't draw, like, a stick figure, and she still thinks she has any fucking say when it comes to art.
And destroy me before, and it triggered a lot of people, and I had, people trying to
Oh, he triggered us, guys.
lying
He's
about
just
me,
triggering
trying
the
to claim
libs.
these disingenuous things that I'm insecure and that I try to pretend I'll pay off with them.
Wait a minute, I'm slowing it down. We gotta hear that in all its glory, guys. We gotta hear that in all its glory.
Tried to dogpile and destroy me before, and it triggered a lot of people, and I had people trying to make videos lying about me, trying to claim these disingenuous things that I'm insecure and that I'm trying to pretend I'll pay off that my art is better than great big traditional art.
People think I'm insecure and trying to act like my art is better than professional artists. Why would they ever get that impression? You cannot be this unself-aware, man. Come the fuck on.
Take me out of context, because I think
out of context,
an artist like Mike, right? If I produced an AI image that was about equivalent quality in line work to your handmade stuff, I think your handmade stuff is superior because it's handmade.
Which you
and
can't,
by,
because
I guess
you're bad at
traditional
art.
methods, all right? And I value handmade stuff. So people trying to say that I'm trying to say I'm a better artist than traditional artists, no, that's a lie. I never said that. What I will say, though, I personally do value great-looking AI art better than crappy-looking traditional art.
We know, which is why you take your crappy-looking traditional art and run it through an AI machine, you fucking idiot. God!
N3KZRomang3RT0R1 sent a super chat. The lady doth protest too much Shadothy.
Yeah, the problem with other art is it doesn't have my wife's face.
Because I value the end result in quality. But I absolutely think there is value and merit in traditional means. I think something is more impressive if it's made through harder kind of or more difficult methods that, as long as it's not inefficient, because we have modern art where they do some retard.
Except his AI art stuff is incredibly inefficient. He has to generate 300 images, pick out bits and pieces of it, photo bash it together, and then run it through the AI again several times to try to get something kind of decent looking. Dude, that is so inefficient.
Harder thing to try and make art, and it's garbage out. And I put a lot of effort in. No. For instance, Mike, you draw an incredible image, beautiful image. I think that's great. If someone made that same character out of stone and chiseled the whole thing and spent months on it, I would value the statue more than your image, even though it's depicting the same thing.
Because the stone took longer to do, therefore it is more valuable art. Yeah, you dumb. You don't understand art at all, dude. You don't understand art or art techniques, or you're talking about two completely different mediums. So what he's saying basically is a maquette of a character is better than drawing a picture of that character because the maquette takes longer.
Because one took so much more effort, right?
Sure.
And so I think effort actually.
This guy's not even listening to him anymore.
The quality of something, as long as the end result is good quality. Because if that same person spent months on a crappy-looking statue, I don't care how much time I put into it. It's a crappy statue. I value
the
Mike's
time
drawing
doesn't
more.
matter.
And if Mike spent hours drawing, he doesn't because he's a great artist. But if he drew a crappy-looking image, I value the AI image that looks.
Some images take hours, Chad, just because of the details and how complex they are.
Sky Macaroon sent a super chat.
can say-
Off topic. Did you make your own liner pen?
No, it's one from the Clip Studio Asset Store. I will show you guys it in a minute because this video is almost over.
A simple measure
We'll
of
just be gabbing
quality
after
in
that.
my mind, and I don't think that's controversial, or me trying to say I'm this.
It's not controversial, you're just dumb and ignorant. You're just ignorant, Chad. That's everybody's fucking problem with you. You just have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. You're too stupid to know why you're wrong. That's your problem. Christ. Anyway, let me go find the asset. Actually, I can probably can just find it on the asset store really easily. I'll have to bring up Destructotron again, I think, but talk among yourselves for a moment. Yeah, there's a lot of really good assets out there that people make on the Clip Studio Asset Store. Some of them are free. Some of them you have to use, like, Clippy tokens and shit to pay for them. But I happily buy things off of there, too. So, people make a lot of really good stuff. Okay, let's see. I don't know, I know. It's called Pressure G Pen. There's a few called that or something similar, so you have to be careful. Oh my god, why did it have to interrupt me with a bunch of its own tags? Search! Search, damn you! I want to show the people! Well, it's not fucking working. Hang on a second! Let me find its, like, number. Or maybe... hang on. Let me just try one more time. So it's not like... stop it! Online thingy! Ugh. It, like, wasn't populating the results at all. Okay, here we go. I'll show you guys what I'm fucking doing here in a second as soon as I find the pen. There it is! There it is! Alright, so... you want to search Pressure G Pen, and you want this one. With the side profile of the girl on it. This is the one I've been using for a while now, and I switched to this pen specifically to tie my own hand behind my back and get myself out of some of my own really bad inking habits. Because it basically forces me to make long, flowing, continuous lines. Because what I had a really bad habit of, like, treating each part of a character like its own section, instead of, like, doing, like, the back down the leg as one line, and, like, the whole face as one line, or whatever. So, it's a learning curve. I specifically did this to limit myself, to get myself out of my own bad habits, but I've gotten really used to using this pen, and I like it a lot. So, if you want something like... and again, it'll get thick and goopy with just the smallest amount of pressure, too, which I like. It's what it's like using a real G pen with, like, actual ink in it, if you ever used pen and ink, which I did. I do come from a traditional background, and I did used to use pen and ink. And it's funny that with digital art, like, our goal is always to try to replicate traditional art, you know? I mean, even sketching on the computer, it's still nothing like sketching on paper.
Lampast sent a super chat. A crappy drawing takes more time and effort than art. He can't even follow his own logic.
And a lot of times, I've been, like, looking at AI art and going, oh, maybe I could clean this up or trace over it, make something with it, and it's never worth it, because there's always so much fucking wrong with it, you know? Hey, welcome to the stream, Alibaba. I'm actually going to go BRB for a second to feed my pets. Well, let the super come through first.
Missy_Polly sent a super chat. Off topic, but on topic a little. My Wacom pen broke today, so I'll be drawing on my Kindle tablet. Best $300 glorified sketchbook I've ever bought with my big girl money. Still better than AI.
I actually have an Apple iPad mini that I got as, like, my infinite sketchbook. And I have Clip Studio on that, too, so I can actually send files back and forth between the two devices. And, the Apple Pencil is actually really good for drawing, much to my chagrin. My Apple fanboy brother was gloating over it. But, honestly, if we're gonna get on the topic of tablets real quick, I don't even use Wacom anymore. I'm not sponsored. I'm always shouting these guys out, though. I use a Huion Canvas, which I highly recommend. This is the current one. That's like $1,000 fucking dollars, but you want the pen displays, and these are display monitors, meaning you can just draw directly onto them, which, again, from my traditional experience, is a lot more usable to me because it's like working at a drafting table. This is the version I have. I think this is they've updated, though. The buttons are a little different, but this is the one I use. Oh man, they have a purple one now. Do I want to buy a new one? No. But it's only $180 right now. That is definitely worth it. It plugs into a computer. You can plug it into a laptop. It's very portable. It's not a device in of itself. It's a monitor that you plug into a laptop or a computer. But yeah, it's very worth it. Don't buy Wacom. They're overpriced and the screens break easily. These are great. These are great. A lot of other artists I know use them too. So you can get the 13. It's called 13 because it's just 13 inches. But that's really all I need. I don't need like a fucking massive one, you know. But they do have a 16-inch one. It's a little more expensive. But the pen is really good. The pen takes no batteries. Doesn't need to be charged. I do have a backup pen sitting over here just in case, because I've kind of been chewing on the end of this one, like an autist. They are better than Cintiq. When I was upgrading to... Because I started with an Intuos 4, which is just a tablet. It's not a display monitor. Then I had a UG, which was my first display monitor. It was huge and bulky. And when I was going to upgrade from that, I was looking at Cintiqs and how expensive they are, and I was looking at alternatives, and I ran across Huion. And a lot of other people I knew had used them. I watched some reviews on them, and X-Pen is another good one that are very, very affordable. You know, and again, this thing is so lightweight. It's so lightweight. If I wanted to toss it in a backpack and take it around with a laptop, I could. You know, it's really, really good. And it has a nice matte finish on the screen. It's not really shiny and glossy like a Cintiq screen.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Yeah, I bought an iPad Pro last year. My cat loved it cause I can draw on the bed while he used me as a bed.
Yeah, I would always sketch in sketchbooks in bed, you know, at the end of the night, or I still sketch on paper sometimes. But I figured instead of buying sketchbooks all the time and having to store them and having all that paper around, it would be prudent to get a nice little iPad. And when I was working at my last job, I was wearing scrubs a lot, and the mini fit right into my scrub pockets, so I could bring it to work too. It was good.
Kitten Fart sent a super chat. I used to draw on an iPad. I upgraded to a Huion tablet without a screen, and I love it way more than the iPad. I'll never go back.
I mean, fair enough. If drawing directly on the screen doesn't work for you, and you prefer drawing on the tablet while looking up at a screen, that's perfectly valid. But for me personally, just because I come from a traditional background and from drawing at drafting tables, a display tablet just makes a lot more sense for me personally. But it's all what you're comfortable with. I mean, God, for God's sakes, my friend Emosite CC, she used to draw on phones with her fucking fingers, which I don't even fucking know how she did that. God damn. Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break, and I'm gonna come back, and we'll probably just yap for another half an hour or so. So I'll be right back. Just gotta go feed the aminals. I was getting hit with all sorts of Knights music while I was gone, huh? Hello, I'm back. Yeah, I saw Courtney's community posts. What the fuck ever, dude. You know. And she has to know she's just talking shit. Apparently, I'm a fan of Lily because I made a whole April Fool's prank lambasting her. I'm definitely a fan of the person who tried to destroy my YouTube channel and fucking doxed me. I'm definitely a huge fan. Yeah, that's definitely not a fucking schizo thing to say, and I'm definitely not done being polite. Well, that's the thing, she added me on her community post first, but she has me blocked on her channel. So, it's like, what the fuck? And then she came to my community post and started commenting, and it's like, So I'm probably gonna be dealing with that later. If you want to see, like, another public fist fight I'm getting into on the internet or something. Actually, I think I won't leave that other line there. I think I'll leave this, like, low-res. That's the thing, though. I still believe Courtney's allegations, and I always will. And, well, especially with what we looked at today, Lily constantly tells on herself. That's part of the reason why I believe them so much, because, yeah, it's pretty fucking obvious with the shit Lily says and thinks she gets away with. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna, like, put up with her, like, talking shit. Like, being a victim doesn't mean you just get to be fucking rude to people for doing shit like mocking the person who wronged you. Like, and I told her straight up when I first invited her to my community that A, it was just to hang out in my community, and B, I'm an entertainer first and foremost. Always have been, always will be. I don't know why people think I'm a drama channel or someone who does exposed videos or something, because they don't watch my shit, probably. I am an entertainer. That is my primary mode of operation on this channel. I am a performer. I am a fucking clown. That's what I do. That's what I got. I got the silly. And the silly has been pretty fucking effective if I toot my own horn a little bit here. How many subscribers has Lily lost since I came on the screen? I think it's something like 10,000? Yeah, something like that. Her influence has definitely gone downhill ever since Hip's video and I started clowning on her. Nowadays, you see people bad-mouthing Steven Universe and there's just a bunch of people going, oh, good opinion, did Lily Orchard give it to you? You know, like, nobody can do anything legally about Lily. Like, even Courtney, it's a crapshoot. There's not really much that can be done to her legally. I tried for, like, a month to get the YouTube partner program to take Lily's false copyright strike seriously, and I just kept getting canned answers from their fucking AI after a while, so that avenue is completely exhausted. What the fuck else am I supposed to do? I can't do anything to her but mock the shit out of her, and that's what I'm best at. I think a lot of people underestimate the power of mockery. Like, a lot of what I do is, yes, entertaining and funny, but it's also very incredibly deliberate. I don't know if you've noticed that. I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna be friends with her or anything. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if she's mad at me or wants to bitch at me. I still believe her allegations, you know? Exactly. Just because someone's not a perfect victim doesn't mean they weren't a victim. Just because she's being, like, bitchy at me for no good reason. I'm a big girl, I can take it. She said I'm a pedo for liking Steven Universe. Like, I thought it was because I was cosplaying Lily by making a parody character of her and making a satiric video, making fun of how bad her fucking videos and opinions are and why no one should watch them. Don't be insulted on my behalf, anybody. Especially if I don't give a shit. I'm just a little annoyed, you know, and it's like, you're really Definitely, testing how long I will stay polite. It's not a new inking brush. This is the one I've used for a while. But... except I'm fucking up this hand now. I didn't really do the sketch that great. But yeah, if she's saying now that you're a pedo for liking Steven Universe, that you're literally just parroting Lily now. Who's the fan? Canadians are strange creatures, yes. I think she thought at first I had just updated my PFP.
Kitten Fart sent a super chat. I def prefer screen directly. Just the Huion is miles better emo. Even screenless.
Oh, fair enough. The pen is really good. I didn't notice all the super chats that came in. I had them paused.
Zoology
Sorry.
Girl sent a super chat. Love your Lily parody yesterday. Fun fact, Lily is wrong about even the first gay characters in kids animation. Destiny and Mystique are a canon couple in Moon Evolution and adopted a daughter together.
No, it's because her whole video was just supposed to be about how Canadian animation is really good and totally did all the all the gay rep first, which is just dumb. Yes, but I'm definitely a pedo for liking Steven Universe with all of these hot, thick women in it. Adult women who are thousands of years old. It's like the retards who were trying to say I like ship child-coded characters. Yeah, Jasper, very child-coded. Except maybe in her immaturity. I don't know. Like, lots of people out there just want to be mad at things, you know?
Do you still walk the streets at night?
Or they're just mad that a certain YouTuber is succeeding and that pisses them off for whatever reason. I don't know. And nobody ever fucking believes that my whole YouTube channel started completely by fucking accident and I never sought out to do any of this. I just took advantage of the opportunity I had. Fuck me, I guess.
Zoology Girl sent a super chat. Mockery is off viscous mockery is a great attack.
Yes, I'm a bard with master and vicious mockery. I need to hush because Flogging Molly is playing. On the ocean breeze, raging seas. I don't think I know this one as well. I can only do the ones that have revenue sharing, which aren't some of my favorites, unfortunately. Well, it's funny, Alibaba. I didn't even get into Steven Universe until 2018, so I was kind of new to the fandom too when I started this shit. I also didn't intend to start an AU. It just kind of happened. I just do things, and it just explodes on me. I don't know. Yeah, how dare I be talented? How dare I? Like I said, I just do shit. Just do shit, man. Hey, you think I planned it? You think I plan anything I do? I started an AU by accident. I blew up on YouTube by accident. What do you want from me? I guess I'm just supposed to not make money at my new career, I guess.
Bylonic sent a super chat. Oh no, a YouTuber who is a woman and doesn't make Gunnar Conant. How dare she?
I know, I'm not even a 20-year-old thought who shows my cleavage. How did I become successful? Ugh, it's a mystery. I hope... I was joking. This is a joke, Christina, that Lily has the opportunity to do the funniest thing and do a stream reacting to my April Fool's video. But she won't because she's lame. It wouldn't be funny anyway because she's untalented. But that's right, I'm a teenage boy secretly. Y'all caught me a teenage boy pretending to be a 40-year-old woman. Because, you know, a teenage boy would do that. It's just a joke. When I was first doing game streams... Oh, thank you,
Cryo
Cryo!
Hazard
It's blank,
sent a
but thank
super
you!
chat.
When I was first doing game streams, it was just for my friends. But I did Undertale blind, so of course a bunch of randos came, and I had a potato headset microphone at the time. And, there was a few people that were like, I'm confused, you sound really young, but you're making all of these really old references. And I was just like, I'm a woman! And they were like, oh, well, that was my second guess. And for a while I was like, man, how did anyone think I was a teenage boy? That's so lame. And then one day I was in Ark Survival Evolved, and somebody stopped by to talk to me about the build I was doing, and I thought it was another woman at first, and then I gradually realized it was actually a teenage boy, and I was like, okay, well, alright, maybe that's fair. So... yeah, Undertale was like one of my first live stream, my game streams. I don't have the whole stream, unfortunately. I wasn't saving my VODs at the time. And it's not like Twitch is gonna save VODs anyway! In the future! So, yeah. This is unfortunate. Another reason to move away from... The only reason I have Twitch still is for viewer attack, man. I would love them to implement that on YouTube, or find a way to... I guess with spending bits and spending actual money to throw tomatoes and shit would be different, though. Well, the tomatoes are always free. Yeah, right, it would be funny if Lily tries to watch that video and go, I'm nothing like this! Like... the Utano stream VODs, I think they're saying you can only have 100 hours of storage, or something like that. So, they're like, oh, you have to go, like, the change is happening on the 19th, so I have some time still. But it seems like they want you to go through your videos and decide what's going to be stored and what isn't. But I will, if they guarantee you 100 hours, I'll keep the Utano streams up on there, because it's the only place I could really store them where people can watch them. I do have like a highlight reel of those streams that Hella helped me cut down that I haven't really went in and refined and published yet, but I will have those coming eventually. Just highlights of all the funny shit I said during the watch.
Vex Fidel sent a super chat. Say been a teenage boy for 20 SLT years.
That is quite a sentence. I'm not 40, I'm 18 with 22 years of experience, duh.
Scooney sent a super chat. Did you hear Deltarune was finally announced for June 5th?
Now, did.
Any chance we'll see a stream of it?
Maybe? I did actually stream the first two. I did do that, actually, before I was on YouTube, so maybe. Obviously, we're gonna end up doing the Olivia voice for Susie, aren't we? That's just what's going to happen. Or I could do another different similar voice for that. Yeah, so maybe. We could probably do that. I'll have you guys vote on it, though. Because I think that's what the game stream's gonna be like. Oh, like, I did say before, though, I'm gonna split game streams up into 1-shots, 2 to 4 shots, and then, like, long plays. And I assume Deltarune's gonna kind of be a long play. They tend to be pretty decently length games, like 20 hours, 30 hours or so. At least I think. No Olivia Susie, we'd have to do a different voice for Susie. I don't really have set voices for the Deltarune characters. I had started doing Ralze as a bad little Karibo impression when he had the cloak on, and then my friends made me just keep doing that voice for him. It was very unsuiting. It's made it funny. I know, I still gotta play Dustborn, right? That'll be a one-shot. Everyone wants me to play Dustborn because there's a character named Psy in it, damn it. I don't think you're gonna see me playing COD. I'm not really into first-person shooters. So, don't expect that. The only shooters I really play are Borderlands 2. I know, does Portal count as a shooter? Paint tool side. Listen! Listen here, I have been calling myself Psy since before Paint Tool Psy even existed. I'm old. Yeah, Dustborn is really, really fucking bad. It's ridiculous. It's like wokeism through the eyes of a bunch of Europeans, which makes it even more insane and uncanny. Oh, it's such a mess. I don't know what the hell. Like, the general concept is kind of cool, to be honest. Like a sort of post-fascist alternate history United States where everything's a little Mad Maxy, you know. That could actually work, but they did every single thing they possibly could do wrong with that game. So, I guess it's well, yeah, it is a puzzle game, but you got a gun, it's in first person, right? It could be an FPS, you don't know. Yeah, you shoot the portals. It's a gun! Portal gun!
Sawesomeness sent a super chat. Do you like Jevil in Deltarune?
I do. I think I actually really like Ralsei, and I have a theory. I think Ralsei is evil. I think he's gonna be the main villain. I just have that sense. Like, everything he's doing is a little sus. You know what I mean? He's like the only Darkener who, like, doesn't seem to be attached to, like, a certain area or toys or items or anything. I don't know. There's something off with that boy. Something off with that boy. I don't trust him. I don't think Dustborn will compare to Veilguard favorably. The only like annoying woke shit in Veilguard is fucking Tosh. You know, and then the rest of it is just, the writing is just not as good as previous games. We got our lore answers, though, so I can be happy about that, at least. I guessed most of what fucking happened. Now, Ralsei is gonna end up being the main villain. Quote me on that. That is my prediction. Ralsei is gonna end up being evil. If not evil, then at least the main antagonist. He's locking up other leaders of the Darker world. He's up to some shit, bro. And yeah, don't forget, fucking, Asriel was Flowey, wasn't he? You know? Just a saying. I do want to know what the fuck was up with Chris, like, fucking stabbing that heart at the end, though. What the hell did that mean? Toothpaste boy is sussy baka. Now that boy ain't right. So yeah, I could play Deltarune. I think I mostly remember what happened in the previous two. It's been a while though. I mean, yeah, the king does kind of deserve it, but again, it just seems really sus that Ralsei is conveniently just rounding up all of these leaders and locking them away. I don't know, man. I don't trust him. My favorite Dragon Age game is definitely Dragon Age 2 in the end, I have to say, after all is said and done. It's definitely Dragon Age 2. Yeah. So what, it comes out in June? Yeah, okay, so I got time to plan for that, too. We could probably get a few other game streams in before Deltarune. I probably won't start a long play, though, just because we will be planning on doing that. Like, some of the long plays I want to do is, like, Mass Effect, the whole trilogy. I would like to replay that. That'd be fun. I had a few others in mind, too. Oh, I know, everybody wants me to fucking play Baldur's Gate 3. I know that. Which I never got around to playing, so I'll be playing that one blind. I guess I'll indicate when it's blind and when it's not when we're voting, because blind playthroughs can be more amusing for people, you know? I definitely want to replay Soma, and I would like to replay Soma without us spoiling it for anyone in the audience who isn't familiar with that game. That would be fun. That would be very fun. Yeah, why the fuck wasn't Fenris in Veilguard, goddammit? Gideon Emery has been in every Dragon Age game. Very sad I didn't see my boy. The bestest boy. He should have been in Matt Mercer's place with the Shadow Dragons. That guy, like, did absolutely nothing. Oh, good. I'm glad people are... Oh, thank you for the raid, Sonic0731. over on Twitch. We're probably gonna raid Malcolm if he's still streaming. We'll probably wrap up at 5, so like another 15 minutes. I didn't get a whole lot of drawing done today, but that happens sometimes on the art stream. But we're definitely going to do a react next week, and I will put up voting for that. Ah, it's a fellow New Englander. That's why he's here. Hello. I'm streaming here. Yeah, I also liked Veilguard for what it was, and like the gameplay was really fucking good, but I can't help but be disappointed that the story was so lackluster, you know? Because even with Dragon Age games, it's usually the gameplay is kind of ass and the story is good. And this one was the opposite, you know? Yeah, where's the chowder? It's chowder! Say it, Frenchie! Oh, you don't know the specifics of Soma? Oh my god. Soma is one of just my favorite horror properties in general. It's definitely one of my favorite games. I did the star very badly. I'm doing poorly today. after bragging I'm such a better artist than Chad. Yeah, Space Rock was like, why is Rook the one to unite these people? I never understood for a single second why the fuck Rook was the one in charge. Like, why Rook of all people? Honestly, the Dragon Age probably would have been better off if they had made Hawk, like, the shepherd. Which is definitely what they were planning on doing when Dragon Age 2 first came out. They were definitely talking like Hawk was going to be the shepherd of Dragon Age, and people rioted at that idea. But now, looking back, it's like... I would have liked Hawk for the last 3 games, actually. I could have done that. I could have done that. I love my son boy. So, I don't know. Like, even Inquisition's plot has to do with Corypheus. It would make a lot more sense if it was Hawk. And of course, fucking Varric is the mentor character in Veilguard. It would make a lot more sense if it was Hawk, you know? I don't know. So...
Action Fan 19 sent a super chat, harkening back to a previous super chat I did a long time ago. Sapphire from Steven Universe is Agent 2 from Hell of a Boss. Also, I fan casted Pearl for Zoophobia series.
I knew Sapphire's VA. What the hell is her name? I knew she was Agent 2 in Hell of a Boss. I hope, did they, actually, I haven't watched the ending of Hell of a Boss yet, at least the recent season. I haven't got around to it, but do those agents come back? Because they're really fucking funny. I know they came back on at least one episode, didn't they? But, I like, they're very, Erica Luttrell, thank you. They're very Dib-like, in being, like, conspiracy theorist people who are just really fucking bad at it. You know? You can get me every time with that shit. So we can tell that Vivzy Pop is very Zim and Jonan Vasquez influenced, yes. I think it's pretty obvious. I'm also a Jonan Vasquez fangirl, so solidarity.
Nick Wolf sent a super chat. Sigh, did you hear a certain transformation made its appearance in Dragon Ball Daima? Did the red hair and big monkey hands fix the form for you?
No, they brought back Super Saiyan 4, are you kidding me? No! Oh yeah, I love Invader Zim. I was a Jonan Vasquez fan before Invader Zim even aired. I was reading Johnny the Homicidal Maniac and Squee back in the day. And I remember distinctly when I first saw the trailer for Zim on TV, I was like, man, that really looks like Jonan Vasquez's style, but who the fuck would give him a kid's show? And it was the greatest kid's show ever made. Zim is unironically very funny, like, it's fucking hilarious. Actually, Florpus was really good, too. I liked Florpus. Even though the style's a little more softer and rounder and cuter, like the comics they later made. And the first part is, like, right out of the comics.
Maddie Kitten sent a super chat. Agent 1, why do we always use weapons from Japan's Edo period? Agent 2, because they're cool.
Because they're weebs! I am flexing again at how fucking old I am. But yeah, if you like Invader Zim, you should go read Jonan Vasquez's oeuvre. Squee, Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, and especially I Feel Sick, because I Feel Sick was his first color comic, and Ricky Simmons worked on it with him. Ricky Simmons is the voice of Gurr, and he was also the lead color artist on Zim. So that's pretty cool. And I Feel Sick is, like, a little autobiographical. It does harken to a lot of his time working for Nickelodeon, though it's Devi's working for, like, a publisher, but the parallels are there, and he worked in that time, he fucked up his hands and everything, you know. And Devi is the main character, and Devi is the girl who got away from Johnny, and now she's kind of been infected with the artistic draining brainworms he has. But things go a little differently for her. So, yeah. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. And she has a really funny little friend who has a squeaky toy that she carries around. So... No, like I said, it's in color, so it's colored exactly like Zim. Because it's Ricky Simmons. So, it's a cool little look into, like, how they were sort of workshopping, working together. What do I think about making friends? Like, in general, or is that a title of something? You guys can't just assume I've heard of things. I never really got into Megas XLR. Making Fiends. Oh, I don't think I've heard of that. Sorry, I misread. I never watched Megas XLR back in the... I was probably a little too old for it when it came out, to be honest, and I didn't really like the animation style. I have heard a lot of people really like that one, though. I am an internet ancient, you're correct, but that also means I'm too old to, like, know of certain things sometimes. You said making Fiends, I'm thinking of Making Friendos, who's an artist I follow on Tumblr. I'm like, what do you mean? Wait. So... I don't know, my brain goes weird places sometimes. I'm trying to think of what else I watched back in the day. Yeah, Making Friendos had their Lapidot days. They're doing a lot of like cool dog designs lately and shit like that. I just love their style. It's that really simple, minimalistic, like, storybook illustration style, which I kind of wish I could make myself do. I always have to be so precise with my lines and stuff. That's the thing. I have trouble being, like, really loose and stuff a lot of the time. So that's another reason why I switched to this pen, to help me be looser. I did watch Ed, Edd n Eddy back in the day. Ed, Edd n Eddy is very funny. The one Canadian animation I'll give props to, okay? Okay. Fine, I'll admit it. Ed, Edd n Eddy is good. It was a very funny show. I do like the Squiggle Vision, too. Squiggle Vision is a lost art. There were a lot of Squiggle Vision shows back in the day. There was Ed, Edd n Eddy. There was Dr. Katz. There was a few others. I can't really remember right now. No, I never watched Atomic Betty. Heard of it. I never just got around to watching it. I don't know. Watched Powerpuff Girls back in the day a lot, though. Speaking of, like, Powerpuff Girls, I watched Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends a lot. I like that one a lot. And, of course, Lauren Faust worked on that one a lot. Yeah, someone just brought it up in the chat. Oh, Home Movies! Home Movies! That was the other Squiggle Vision show. Love Home Movies. Squiggle Vision is when the animation line wiggles around between frames, 80-year-old man. So like Ed, Edd n Eddy, you know, the character line is always kind of jumping and squiggling around. So, and people will just call that Squiggle Vision. I did watch Courage the Cowardly Dog. If I had been a little kid when Courage came out, I'd be so into that shit, though. I would be. I love spooky
Master
stuff.
Clockwork sent a super chat. All I'll say about Hell of a Boss is we get Patrick Page's Satan.
Oh, do we? Yeah, I need to finish watching it. I heard the ending piss off a lot of people. I mean, I like Has-Been and Hell of a Boss, but they're not my favorite things, you know? So I'm not really, like... I don't really fucking care, you know? If it's just kind of bad. But I just enjoy them enough. Oh yeah, we did talk about the leaked trailer of the CW Powerpuff Girl a couple of streams ago, I think. I don't think I can play the whole thing without getting copyright struck, unfortunately. But it looked really bad. Like, really fucking bad. Like, why did you even make this show bad? Like, who the fuck was this even for bad? You know? I do fuck with Stolitz. I do. I think they're fine. I like messy couples. I don't know. You can enjoy that in fiction. Can you tell I like messy couples with the way I write Jaspinel? In fiction, of course. Not like I'm going around shipping real people. That's weird. I watched a little bit of Wander Over Yonder. I couldn't quite get into it, though. I'm not entirely sure why. I think maybe it was a little too episodic and weird for the sake of being weird for me. I can't get into shit that's just weird for the sake of being weird. Like, I like a lot of weird things, but my weird things need to have structure and purpose. You know, like, fucking... I couldn't get into Centaur World. I couldn't. Like, my friend tried. I watched quite a bit of it with her, and I could not get into it. I'm sorry. Oh yeah, I watched the original Teen Titans. It was a pretty good show. I like a lot of DC cartoons. I, of course, grew up with Batman Animated, the GOAT. Inventor of Harley Quinn and Mr. Freeze's backstory.
3, 2, 1, 0. Nothing.
You know, I never watched Gumball, but I've seen enough clips of it to be shocked at what they got away with.
Ironic sent a super chat. Messy couples is my shit.
Yeah, I don't know if these people are like, oh no, all couples in fiction have to be perfect and loving and a model for, like, a healthy relationship in real life, and it's like, but why, though? It's fiction, you know? We can enjoy, like, a couple being ridiculously, old married couple levels of bitchy and shit, you know? It's fiction. I don't know why everyone thinks all entertainment has to be a morality play that teaches them how to fucking live. I haven't watched the Harley Quinn show. I heard it was okay. I mean, I'm not that interested in it, to be honest. I liked Harley and Batman Animated. I don't really like what they've done with Harley since in, like, a lot of stuff, so, you know. I will say that Margot Robbie was, like, perfect fucking casting for her, though, and like, her and Viola Davis were fucking wasted on that first Suicide Squad movie.
Ed Stevens sent a super chat, excluding Buttercup, two of the trio be LGBT?
I think we talked about this last time. We all said, like, maybe, who says Bubbles wouldn't be the lesbian? Why does it have to be Buttercup? You know? It's like all these people are like, oh no, Buttercup must be gay, or Buttercup must be, trans or something because she's a tomboy, and it's like, it's a little reductive, don't you think? You know? Also, they're the perfect little girls, which means she's perfect as a little girl, the way she is, you know? Tomboys are perfect little girls, too. That's the point. Also, people underestimate fucking Bubbles as being the most feral one of the group, because she absolutely fucking is. We were going over this when we were watching that fucking live-action trailer, and they turned Bubbles into, like, a flighty, like, alcoholic thought, and it's like, no way, dude. She is by far the most fucking feral out of the three of them. Have you watched the fucking show? Yeah, right. Oh, do you like messy couples in fiction? You must support toxic relationships in real life. It's like, why are you so stupid? Why are you so fucking stupid? You know, learn to actually analyze media and learn the purpose of entertainment in fiction. You know? Yeah, Buttercup was also clearly into boys. So you're just saying, like, straight girls can't be tomboys? You know? And again, seems a little reductive, doesn't it? So, I'm just saying. I support my straight women, homies being tomgirls or tomboys or whatever the fuck, or just not conforming to gender roles as well. Also, Buttercup was totally into Spawn, that was based. Oh no, Aussie and Vicious, why did you have to bring up the Harley Quinn fart comic right at the end of stream? Go to Dan Fan's channel, watch her video on it. Which was really good. Anyway, okay, I got a bit of this re-inked, because I didn't like my original inking job. We are gonna wrap up now, though, and I'm gonna see if I can send you guys to Malcolm. I wanna see if he's still streaming. So let me just, get into my studio here, because I can't do it from OBS for some reason, which is lame and homophobic. Let's see here. Dun, dun, dun. I'm listening to some Undertale music while I try to boomer my way through this. Alright. Redirect. Let's see if we can find good old goddammit Malcolm. Come on, he should be on my list. He's still live? Let me check if he's still live. He is still live. Why is he not on my list, YouTube? This is extremely homophobic. There he is. Okay, I'm sending you guys... Oh, he's watching the jar call now. I'm sending you guys to Malcolm. Be good. Go be mamacitas with Malcolm. He'll take care of you guys. Go see Uncle Malcolm. I'm done for today. So thank you all for your super chats. Thank you for hanging out. As always, I will have you guys voting on a react for next week. And I will see you later. I'll probably be hanging out in Malcolm's chat. So bye.